So I'm running a bit of an experiment today. Gonna stream early this morning until like mid late morning, take a break for lunch, and come back early afternoon to early evening. And I just want to compare people actually wanting to call in and people actually wanting to watch. So, right? So I should have a couple people come in eventually because we talked about it over in Cypher's Discord. A couple people might want to call in if I do it in the morning. So I'm going to run that level of the experiment. About a dozen or two short of watching than the usual. To be understand, it is to be expected since it's ass o'clock in the morning. Open up my Twitter news feed in the meanwhile. Turn you off. Turn you on. Turn you on. Son of a. I hate Twitter so much. R.I.P. astronaut who yeeted himself into a lake. This guy was it again? William Anders is on tip of my brain. American astronaut William Anders, who was a member of the Apollo 8 crew, was killed while piloting a plane that crashed off Washington coast Friday, according to a report. The plane, a vintage Air Force T-34 Mentor owned by Anders, went down into the waters of San Juan Islands, according to flight data and FAA records obtained by Fox 13 Seattle. R.I.P. King. He died doing what he loved. Yeah, Wall Street, Silver, and everyone else called this. Seems like not coincidence. Last year, Moderna started working on bird flu vaccines. This year, their stock spiked when the media pushed the bird flu fear. Many such cases. Many such cases. What? Design concept creative architectural visualization studio HISM for new skyscraper in New York. Are they basically pointing out the terrorists where to plane the bomb, place the bomb? Yeah. Yeah. Structural integrity, what's that? Ooh. Workers rip apart pride flag hung from government building in Mexico City after union leader orders its removal. Nice. I don't know if I'll come across it in my scrolling, but I saw earlier this morning that a bunch of kids on scooters or razors or whatever the fuck they're called these days, peeling on the pride flag walkway, and they're being charged charged with a hate crime. But you can burn the American flag. Good morning, Aze. Take a peek at Bong server. Yeah, don't say Uber streaming anymore. Putin calls bullshit on plans to attack NATO, says he's not brandishing nuclear arms. Then stop saying you are, you balding fuck. Oh, God. Legacy news media seems to be losing the plot. Israeli crap, I don't care. Uber temporary away for his usual business. That's fine. Macron faces crushing defeat in EU elections. President Emmanuel Macron's party will suffer historic defeat in European Union elections on Sunday. Hungarian news portal Origo writes, it's not hard to guess after a huge defeat, he will take even more refuge in foreign policy. Having failed his own country, he's trying to achieve unquantifiable and non-existent success in the international world. Okay, so it looks like the poll. It looks like the poll lead ups to the actual vote. Getting my hopes up. How dare you, Zero Hedge, get my hopes up. Yeah, have to check back on that on Sunday. Shrink. Blade Runners. I saw an earlier video of these Blade Runners cutting down fucking camera, and the cop drives right by and doesn't do anything. It's fucking great. German MEP Christine Anderson, the mRNA injections may have very well killed 17 million people around the world, so there's nothing safe and effective about it. They never tested that stuff. Well, I'm sure you were probably one of the assholes that legislated this mandated it, so yeah, take a hike. Okay, I'm caught up to where I read this morning, so I'm going to bounce over. Yep, I see Ozzy. I see you. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
Let me fix the sound.
I got a limiter on you, so I don't really care.
Okay, say something now.
Hello.
Okay, something is fucked. Wait a second.
Fucked how?
Okay, say something now.
Testing 1, testing 2.
Oh, okay. I was having some weird issues. I was hearing myself with stream disabled.
Yeah. Muting the stream probably would have done that, yeah.
So, what's up?
Not a whole lot. So I made a comment on the general thread just to remind myself. So apparently last night the Doctor Who gay kiss episode happened. I knew it was coming, but it finally happened.
Cool, I guess.
Well, I knew it was going to come this season because they said they were going to. And when I wake up this morning, I see trending R.I.P. Doctor Who. I'm like, oh, it finally happened, and it did.
Yeah, for better or for worse, I have completely evaded everything Doctor Who related. So I barely know anything about the franchise. I know it's been defiled. but
Yeah.
thankfully I have no skin in the game.
Yeah, I never got into it either, but I've been paying attention to it because of Clown World issues. And it's following the path I predicted. Its logical conclusion, if you will.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, I saw an article late yesterday. Apparently, the TV show The Boys has gone woke the last couple of seasons, and the series runner said, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Wherever I
Wasn't there only 2 seasons?
I think they're up to like 3 or 4 now.
Yeah, because like I watch The Boys. I just don't remember anything at this point because the gaps between seasons are so long. 3 seasons so far. So yeah, it's a bit weird. Like first season was pretty great, but the second one, the character development regressed a lot. Like in terms of like they literally regressed and undid the character development of some of the characters.
Yeah, oh yeah, Weiser saying the penis episode. I never watched it, but I remember when that made the rounds when it first happened.
Well, I mean, the boys, they were always like really graphic, so like a dude exploding inside another dude's cock isn't really like the series was vulgar and gory from the start, so it's not much of a jump.
Apparently, from what I can tell, it's gone political. Apparently, the latest season opened up with a trial that's totally not Donald Trump. I think it's Homelander on trial, who's totally not being Donald Trump. And the showrunner saying, like, if you don't like it, don't watch it. I'm like, okay, well, we all know how this is going to go.
Yeah, at this point, I want to see how it ends, but time and time again, like I learned the lesson that you don't fucking watch the series to their end. Like you watch first season and finish like some sort of arc, and you drop it because afterwards they just fucking milk it for content and like bleed the stone dry.
I think the last live action TV show I got into and watched but dropped was Game of Thrones.
Yeah, Game of Thrones. I didn't even watch the last seasons. I read all the books. I started with the series back in like school, I think. Then I read all the books. Then I finished the series, and then like it started going down and down and down, and so I kind of lost interest.
I read the books because they were the thing to do, being a nerd and stuff. But I've always considered Martin a fucking hack.
I don't know. Like I'm neutral on Martin. I don't have like any reason to call him a hack. If anything, I think he's pretty good.
Well, he's a better short story anthology writer. Like his main bag is science fiction, and it shows like the Song of Ice and Fire was just effectively a shitpost, and it's actually a shitpost that made him money and stuff. So his heart's only in it for the money, and even then,
Interesting.
yeah. No, the actual story behind the series is amusing.
Interesting. I don't know, like for me, like the Game of Thrones always was this like grand thing. Was it was treated as like serious entertainment, at least the books. Like the TV show at the beginning, but then there was so many like plot holes and inconsistencies.
Have you ever watched
the books?
Have you ever watched any of the behind the scenes stuff from the TV show?
I probably like mostly like gag reels or whatever, just actors goofing out.
Okay, no. The actual production issues behind the scenes is amusing in that the showrunners, D&D, had no idea what they were doing, and they never really learned.
What do you mean?
In that they had no experience going into it, and they bit off more than they could chew.
Really now?
Yeah, and the only reason why HBO continued past the first, even past the pilot, was because it was a sunk cost fallacy, because they already sunk like several $1 million into it.
I mean, from what I remember, the sentiment was they were doing all right, insofar as there was like material from original books to adapt. But as soon as they ran out, everything went to like shit.
Oh, everything was shit from day one, even when they had material.
I wouldn't agree.
No. This is by their own admission.
Hey, what's up?
Hey,
Hello.
What were you
we're
guys talking about?
we're
Stream was
game-
behind by something.
we're Game of Thrones.
We're talking
speaking.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. My mom watched one episode and then never again.
She
She's
made
like,
the
no one
good
should
call.
watch this.
Good call in the long run.
He watched it out of curiosity, and then after the first episode, seeing what's in it, it's like nobody watched this.
So, what were you playing this morning?
Oh, me? Yeah, I was just trying out X Defiant a bit more. Ubisoft's new so-called COD killer, even though it's not really a COD killer, just has that nostalgia to it.
But it's Ubisoft.
Yeah, I mean, surprisingly, it's very restrained on the microtransactions, even though they're there, but they're not as like intrusive.
Yeah, because they put all the microtransactions in Siege.
Yeah.
That's damning by faint praise.
And even the microtransactions that are here are pretty lame, to be honest. The skins don't look very good. So all the weapons and attachments you unlock through gameplay.
And I had trouble of understanding how in the year of our Lord 2024 we're still having the microtransaction conversation.
I mean, it's very simple. It's because you need a flow of revenue to support the project.
We're gonna keep having this convo until we see some major pushback and they stop showing up in AAA games.
I mean, the thing is, like, microtransactions in terms of like cosmetics is still the least of like two evils when compared to worse shit. Like, if you look at the Tarkov situation, the whole fucking debacle was $250 edition happened because they didn't have microtransactions. They could have easily been selling like spray paints for guns. They could have been selling gloves, clothes, whatever, like any vanity items, easy. And like the makers of tactical gear would even like pay them for advertisement. But they didn't have any of it. They didn't have the infrastructure, the coding for it. And so all they had left is keeping their old like monetization system of making another stupid OP edition. And I would prefer, honestly, like microtransactions of the fucking visual kind in Tarkov rather than whatever happened. So I wouldn't paint like microtransactions as a complete evil. You can argue that like they had the money in the first place, they just squander it, but that's a bit of a different conversation.
Yeah, I don't know what their plan is, honestly. Like, they can't expect like a high number of sales with that $250 edition, do they?
I don't follow the drama anymore after like the first week, but they took it off the market, I think.
I mean, people are still playing it. Everyone who wanted to play it still plays it.
Yeah, like the fucking troubles died down. But now, at least, like the whole situation and appearance of Arena Breakout really lit the fire under BSG's ass.
Yeah, I
And
want to try that when they come out of beta.
are they still in beta?
They are, but they have a Steam page, but they haven't launched on Steam yet.
Oh, interesting. I just
It's a closed beta.
still close beta. Interesting. I thought by now they would have opened it up. The reception has been like favorable.
Yeah.
From what I've seen, because like they really like did the good thing with they took Taco formula and then they removed the parts that really made it like they removed the prickly bits. And
That's
sure,
mildly.
I mean some stuff they removed probably can be like argued it's making it a bit too casual. But like the minimap, for example, but it's such a quality of life then it's hard to argue against its inclusion if you want to capture a wider audience than just hardcore milsim facts. I personally like. I don't know about the maps. I think that Tarkov doesn't need a map like the mini map, the active one. Because the experience of learning the map initially is much more rich this way. You genuinely like the first time you load on the map, it's an unknown location. You try to orient yourself. It's a cool experience, and I get why the Arena Breakout guys would want to like remove it because it's a hurdle you need to get over to start playing, but I think it detracts from the experience. And if they just did good in-game maps, it would have solved a lot of issues. Like if you had a map you could pull up, let's say it's just 2D map, not the stupid like immersion schematic maps they had in the game, but like a proper usable map, like something on maps.tarkov or whatever, I don't remember. But like you don't mark everything there, but you allow the player to have like an unlimited amount of different markers. And so the player can just build that map by himself and just pull it up. And that's kind of it.
I know, since it's Tarkov, I can just imagine like look like your POV, look down into a piece of paper, get shot in the head.
Yeah, like
or you get shot.
Tarkov just suffers from a lot of different issues unrelated to like its main mechanics, because you'll get like the absolute dumbass stupid quests that no way you can complete on your own without help of a wiki. Like some of these quests are like completely unreasonable fucking Monkey Island tier pixel hunting shit. Because like go to this general direction, if you even like get that this is the general direction, like this general location, and look for a thingy, and the thingy is wedged under some fucking other assets with 3 fucking pixels picking under the garbage pile, and you're supposed to find it, and there may be like multiple locations all completely like the same in terms of how well hidden the fucking 3 pixels are. The worst of it, I think, was this wipe with the winter. There's one of the first quests when you have to get a letter from the forester man. What's his name? From the forester man. You have to get on the woods map, which is like an open area map. You have to find the hunter's like a hunter's base. You have to find the letter, and the letter is hidden under like this hunter house from which you can fire. I don't know how it's called, and it's like normally it's already pretty hard to find because it's wedged under the log, but at least the white paper contrasts against the green grass. When winter came, you have to find a white letter against white fucking snow. I knew where the letter was because I already did this quest. But if I had to fucking do it the first time, this time around with the snow, holy shit. This is just completely ridiculous. So the quest design is fucked. The raid system is fucked because it's instead of like having a raid, like when it's feels like sort of random, there's this location desolate and people come in and come out. You just basically have like a death match when everyone is spawned at the same time, and like I understand why it is like this, because otherwise like it would be given unfair advantage in terms of loot. But still,
I hate this game. I hate this game so much, but I have like 10,000 hours in it.
Yeah, that's literally everyone.
Yeah, because like
game?
Tarkov. Because like ultimately Tarkov, it pushes the same button as a fucking casino. The thrill of victory and like despair of loss. This emotional roller coaster keeps you like coming back, but not like some people don't get it like me because I'm like risk averse and shit. I tend to like grab whatever I can and get out.
100% of Tarkov players quit right before they make it big.
Yeah.
I'm just picturing a bunch of Slavs in some like smoke-filled like internet cafe wearing adult diapers and just playing Tarkov, and it gets the same vibes as a slots casino.
Well, I hope the PCs in that cafe are beefed up.
I don't think. I heard that this kind of cafes still exist, but it's mostly, как сказать, нулевые.
2000s.
2000s.
It's a relic of 2000s, basically, at this
I
point.
mean, COVID hit that business pretty hard.
Nah, like here it's because we got broadband internet and people had enough money to buy PCs for themselves.
The last card shop I went into was actually in town, but it closed down eventually. But during the time it was open, they had a bunch of computers, but all the kids were just playing like Dota and League.
Yeah, that's what.
Which is like a big question. Why would you go to these places? Well, I get Dota because it's like more graphically demanded, but like League, it's optimized to be run on a fucking calculator.
I don't understand why those exist. Anywhere besides 2000s Russia.
I guess it's if you go hang out with your friends and you're all like together in the same room. I guess it's that kind of feeling.
Actually, I just remember that we had a like gamer PC cafe as recent as like when I was in uni, which is like I don't know, like 5 years ago or something. We had one light like right across our uni. And we even went to it a couple of times. It's far removed from the seedy atmosphere of 2000s cafes because everything is like very, very well done. Like the mood lighting and the PCs are good and everything is like very nice. So it was still around. So I don't know why. Maybe it was popular.
Well, the only way I can rationalize it, it's like a LAN party, but without putting in the effort.
Maybe.
I'd say so.
One of my guesses is it stayed afloat because of like the students who skipped certain classes and just went there to play.
When we came to those places, they were very how to put it in words, atmospheric, especially for kids, because it was computers after all. And computers are cool by itself by those time, but the place were in some kind of dungeon, fucking how to say подвал.
Yeah, it's like it sort of like feels like a dungeon.
Yeah, and those mood lighting, those rave music, that was. I still think that this kind of music from Russian raves from 2000s and 90s was fucking cool and still fucking cool. And this, I don't know, maybe same kind of thickness of atmosphere is cyberpunk Detroit. I don't know.
I'm just having the mental image of a bunch of Slavs in track pants smoking a cigarette, bottle of vodka, and just like clicking away at Tarkov.
Actually, I checked out that place I was talking about. It's still around. It's still working. So they didn't even go out of business throughout COVID.
Well, good for them.
I mean, people that
But the people are
host
retarded.
those places, they sometimes put real effort to. No, I don't know.
Use your words. We have your translator. If worst to worst.
I feel like the dogs who walk with blind people sometimes in these calls.
They put real effort to make you feel
Special.
how to say, not just comfortable, but no, comfortable is wrong.
No, I'm
word.
pretty sure some of those internet cafes run on. You probably take a page out of the casino book and be like, okay, you can't tell what time of day it is. All like noises and bleeps and bloops, and it's just like, okay, you're gonna just rack up your minutes and hours, or however the monetary system works and stuff. You know, and just like, it's like, oops, you lapped into another hour. That's another whatever, how many dollars.
That's likely, I would say.
Yeah, you just can't get that vibe anymore. Unless you really put in the effort. And even then it still doesn't feel the same.
I mean, everything is part of its age, and the age of that stuff is gone, so.
Yeah.
And I'm just having a random thought right now. With all the Phase Connect girls being sick with the coof, who's going to die first?
I would prefer
not. Who's the most immunocompromised in Phase? I think it's Tenma, isn't it?
Yeah, it's Tenma, because she actually has a heart condition.
Yeah, plus Tenma.
Something's up with her lungs as well.
Tenma is also like a clean freak. She bleaches everything, so her immune system is probably weakened from not being like activated frequently enough.
Yeah, and like she's pretty much the most mentally stable in all of Phase, and she's the most immunocompromised. Pretty sad.
How do Tenma came in gym?
Huh?
I think gym is most not the most, but very anti-sanitary place.
I wouldn't say so. Like,
oh, the gym. I don't know. Like if they regularly clean their equipment,
yeah, like if it's a good gym, the equipment is frequently wiped down. The benches, the
and
bars.
even then, just don't touch your face.
Yeah, like don't lick the fucking bars. It's that fucking easy.
What, you don't want to be a TikTok trender and lick every single surface in the gym?
Nah, I just survived one fucking infection. I don't want another.
Yeah, right now I think Tenma's lungs are recovering from something. putting too
Yeah,
much.
it's probably like some sort of pneumonia she got. People also, I think she said something about liquid in the lungs. So
Yeah, I think at the last Pippa tweet I saw, she upgraded from cold to straight up COVID.
yeah, and she was arguing with idiots in comments.
That's what you get for kissing too much.
Well, I think
Yeah.
I think Pippa's still a Menhera from both the convention drama and the little fan spurg out from that pet stream.
I don't know.
Little
Like,
Manhara.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that she feels like she had enough fun. I mean, during her stream, the one after Offkai, she felt like fairly happy. So I don't know.
You got to socialize, guys.
Yeah, like I feel that for them, ultimately, what like the best thing they got out of this whole thing is them hanging all together. Because if you really think about it, like how often do they even get to do this? Like, especially with people like Tenma, who I don't even know like where she lives right now, Japan or Romania or whatever.
I'm pretty sure she's
figured it out yet.
Well, I think the common consensus is that she's still in Romania living with her mom.
Maybe. So, like, yeah, a lot of them are far
Seems
away.
Like she deleted her lungs tweet because I've seen it before. I think it's cached it's embedded in the forum. I'll try and look for it.
Maybe you're just getting fucked by Twitter. It happens.
No, I'm looking at her account. I'm looking at replies. I can't find it. Last tweet on June 1st. So I think she deleted something.
Maybe she. I remember she put something in the community tab.
Oh, was it community? Let me see.
It was maybe. I remember posting a screenshot on the Discord. It was a community tab. Yeah. 5 hours ago, lung saturation very low.
Yeah, it was community, not Twitter. Okay, I was wrong then.
Yeah. So yeah, people arguing about masks with fucking Q people on Twitter is funny.
Well, she liked the mask because she's a fucking little social pariah, but even she admits it's like, yeah, they're not doing anything. She only still likes them because she gets to hide.
Yeah, like the thing with masks is I don't know. I feel like Americans turned it into a stupid fucking political debate where there should be none.
As they do everything else.
Yeah.
Of course.
Which is like the main argument are here from the anti-mask side is like, oh, masks don't like completely stop the spread of the virus here, therefore they're completely
nothing does,
fucking
but it's
useless.
called a precaution.
Yeah, like it's. I think even people like brought this up. Would you like to be coughed on like directly, or if the person wears a mask? Because like if a person wears a mask, at least like the large particles are caught. You know, the water vapor, whatever.
Well,
so at least.
Well, yeah, like the way the mask works socially is that it keeps you from getting other people sick, not you keeping you from getting sick. But
yeah,
what I've heard that COVID is это он, короче, не воздушно-капельным путем распространяется, то есть каким-то другим.
No, it does spread with aerially.
Yeah, it spreads via droplets.
Because it's like it's not an infection like it's not shit to mouth type of infection. It's mouth to mouth type infection.
Понимаешь, оно по воздуху, но типа каким-то образом не по каплям.
А как оно еще?
Что такое?
Блять, это все по каплям.
Может, что-то будет.
But hey, Zenda, you would know, right? Like things about American politics. Why do they turn everything into a political debate?
Yeah, you are a resident politischizo.
Largely it comes down to it's just another flavor of tribalism. Like people will divide into tribes over the most retarded of shit, and this is just another retarded shit point. That's all it is.
I'd say
What's in their blood, you say?
tribes divided into tribes is mostly a good thing, but modernism makes people divide into tribes through.
Well, yeah. Well, no, I get what you're. No, like I get what you're saying. Like it is built into our DNA and instinct and all that jazz and stuff. But yeah, since it's just one aspect of how fast we've gotten with technology, science, like sociological and political, like just the whole thing, like the whole system, all the systems that we've made, kind of gotten ahead of where we are, like as people.
Yes.
And so there's always going to be that disconnect, and I don't think we can fix it at this point.
I don't know. I feel like the problem with what's happening with COVID in America is that people who have no fucking clue have a desire to weigh in, and then they yap about shit they don't know anything about. Like everyone becomes a fucking medical expert.
Yeah, I
left
think
or right.
I think that we should how to say заткнуть.
Shut up.
Shut influencers up because they're fucking retarded.
I mean, it's not even like influencers. It's the crazy anti-vaxxers on Twitter and on Facebook. It's crazy leftists on like also Twitter who like run around demanding some ridiculous shit.
I'd put them in the category of influencers. To me, influencers is every people who yapping in internet.
No, it's not an influencer because like it doesn't work, but by like one person. It's a constant flow of like this small 10, 100 sub Twitter accounts who say shit like they're fucking experts, and idiots just like listen to them because because it's their fucking bias being confirmed.
Well, to be fair, on some level, all of this is by design. Like, you know, the powers that be and all that jazz and stuff. You know, it's not as big. It's not as big as I would like to LARP it to be. You know, like the Illuminati, yada yada yada. But on some level, it is happening. But I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. Is like, okay, yes. Like for example, right now, bird flu is the big thing going around right now. But like, you know, there's always been bird flu and stuff. But just so happens to be like, oh, we got a new vaccine lined up for this bird flu is making rounds. And oh, by the way, it's an American election year. Hey, we've seen this before. You know, like Marty McFly. Hey, I've seen this before.
I don't know. I think not everything is a fucking op.
Oh no. I'm not saying everything is not, but on some level, some things are.
Yeah, but is there any way to actually confirm it?
Well, no. My usual go-to is just people are just retarded.
Yeah, true.
But I don't want to.
People are generally fucking retarded.
Yeah, but on the same token, I don't want to dismiss it out of hand.
I mean, yeah, it is. I'd say some level of skepticism can be tolerated, but if that's all you're doing for everything, then I don't think that's a healthy mindset to have.
Well, no, just look at the Corona thing and stuff. A lot of people were, what's the word I'm looking for? Contrarian, just for the sake of being contrarian. It's like, no, you're just being a fucker.
Well, I'm glad I didn't have to face any of that crap here. People just followed the rules, followed the standards, no questions asked. Just keep your head up and don't be stupid, basically.
Yeah, like a lot of this shit was like people. What's the fucking expression in English? Like asking for a fight, basically. Like they deliberately went against everything that was told because like
That's
as you said, like to be contrarian, like you get told to like take a vaccine. They say no, I will not. You get told to like please wear a mask if you're sick. No, I will not because like my freedom or some other stupid shit.
I mean, those are the kinds of people that believe everything around them is a conspiracy.
Yeah.
I think we as a human race should have start to explore in space a long time ago, because it would automatically solve the problem, because if there was a lot of colonies on different planets, then no COVID can destroy all humanity.
The problem with exploring space thing is that currently it's not like exactly technologically feasible because of shit like radiation and
It'll
stuff.
take like at least I don't know, several decades to actually make it feasible to begin with.
Yeah, which is why like all of Musk's stuff about like what was he talking about, like Mars by whatever year,
like a space elevator or something, and then like
not even like the space elevator, just his claims that we will get to Mars by like this whatever 2020x year, which is like complete fucking bogus, because you can't like there are technical limitations. You don't have a way to reconcile yet.
Nah, I'm with my favorite retarded Russian. We really should prioritize this shit, because I am also in the same boat of having all of our eggs in one basket is monumentally retarded.
Yeah, like when it comes to just what's the word, like the game theory or whatever, or statistics. Yeah, of course it would be better to spread humanity among the stars. Obviously, no arguing that. Very reasonable assumption. It's just safer this way.
I don't know. I just want my Gundam. Like, we don't even have to go far. Just like get like artificial colonies at the Lagrange points, and then we can have our mobile suits.
then colony drop the places we don't like.
Yeah, then like the colonies start to having ideas, and then you get like a war.
Okay, let's just follow Gundam properly and just colony drop on Io. I'm sorry, Io. I'm sorry, Io. You have to go for the sake of humanity.
I really have no fucking idea what's happening in Gundam.
I
know like a few of the memes, but I've never watched. I've never watched a Gundam. It used to like Gundam Wing used to come on TV, but never watched it.
It's all
yeah.
I like the Gundam franchise, but it's kind of like Dragon Ball at this point. It's like it's good. It's an institution, if you will, and stuff. But like, pick and choose.
Yeah, with Gundam, like I recently got a bit interested in it because everyone was talking about it, but then I looked into it and realized that this is like the exact type of mecha I completely fucking despise in terms of like design.
Well, you don't you don't like the good old red, white, and blue?
No, I just cannot stand the fucking design. Maybe it's because like when I was a kid, a lot of like knockoff Gundam was in like the stores and these like cheap Chinese knockoff toys, and I have this like image that this is that cheap shitty Chinese toy I really don't want, because I want like Lego and cool stuff.
So what I'm getting is that Russia is more Battletech Mech Warrior.
Nah, not even that, because like I kinda actually sorta got the early Russian war game thingies. Like we had a knockoff franchise here called Cyber Troops, Kyberpichota.
Okay.
And they basically did like knockoffs of BattleTech, of Warhammer. They kind of operated on like take everything and see what sticks. I had some sets of like quote-unquote Warhammer miniatures, and I had quite a bit actually of their like War Machine / mecha stuff, and like it was cool, but it was really niche because you would niche. Like I don't remember who except me played that shit. Like maybe it's because I was a fucking loner kid with 1 or 2 friends, but everyone was like playing either video games or fucking Lego.
Блять, а что это было? Это ж не звезда, это же был механики или как?
Киберпехота.
Не-не-не, в смысле типы, которые производили...
Let me look it up.
Звезда ебучая, кстати.
Maybe it's them.
Звезда до сих пор ебучая.
I'm just loving this cultural exchange.
Yeah, like...
Because the thing... Технолог. The thing he talking about in our town was quite popular, and it was all over Russia, and it was a lot on the market. And I don't know if... I don't think that it was niche. And I want to live in parallel timeline where those guys was very successful and became a real contestant,
Competitor, блядь.
competitor to GW. Because it was cool, especially for a kid.
The thing is, like, unlike GW,
and their line of products was very diverse.
Well, the thing is, unlike GW, they didn't like really have the lore. I mean, they had, but it was kind of an afterthought.
Yeah. Those lore was stalker fanfic level of shit. That's
it was like exactly. It was it was stalker book tier of stuff.
Just if they had some good writer, I think that would be a whole different story.
Yeah, like as I'm saying, it didn't caught on because no lore. Because 40k, like let's look at it objectively. 40k is first and foremost these days is lore. A very tiny percentage of people actually play the tabletop ever. People are mostly...
because it costs too much.
Yeah, but because like tabletop is really not for everyone. People seem to like overlook this
tabletop,
stuff.
But there's no one here that's into it.
Yeah, exactly. Because like, well, different reasons, but tabletop is inherently a niche thing. Because you have to have enough patience and money and talent to like buy these things, paint them, have enough patience to do it. Like, and
not even just miniatures, like stuff like D&D. All you need is one of those what do you call those adventure modules, something like that.
Yeah,
rule book, and you need a piece of paper. And
about D&D, we had in our conference, how to say fucking Discord сервер, блять.
Блять, не знаю, наверное, Discord сервер.
Discord server. We had.
Guys, what's the English word for Discord server? I'm at a loss.
English word.
No, I was trying to pick some other. However,
Group chat.
We had to talk about D&D and D&D was in Russia since 90s and was popular, but because of the culture that we don't accept normies.
Normies out, Ree.
Well, that goes for tabletop
it
everywhere.
was it was more like we don't want to popularize. We want to.
Yeah, we basically the gatekeeping was there from the start, but it didn't allow the thing to take off
But
in the first place.
No, that's
my friends said that they start to notice that nowadays D&D is very, very popular.
Did you just notice that?
No. I noticed that long before, but they started to notice it. So I assume it was it became like popular again and again. That waves.
Autistic man knows his pattern.
I mean,
News at 11.
I mean, last year Baldur's Gate 3 was to like how do you say without saying it make it sound like blame, or it was responsible for like repopularizing D&D.
Yeah, it injected a lot of popularity because
And the movie as
again,
well, even though the movie didn't do that well financially.
Well, it's just
it's
just like another cycle of like, okay, we need to bring in fresh blood. By fresh blood, I mean fresh wallets. That's like the Hasbro WotC pipeline.
Now WotC completely fumbled the success of the game, and now they're scrambling to find their next golden goose. Isn't that right?
Well, that's what they're doing at Magic the Gathering. Apparently, Universes Beyond, the crossover segment of Magic the Gathering, that seems to be pretty much pulling Hasbro in its entirety at this point, which is sad. I mean, for fuck's sake, so the last Magic the Gathering set was cowboy theme with no guns. I mean, Jesus.
What the fuck?
It's like no, seriously, here's the rationale. It was like we're not gonna have guns because it would ruin the fantasy immersion. It's like, motherfucker, in Portal 2
it's cowboys. What the heck?
no, here's my rationale. In Portal 2, which took place in Dominaria, aka the main plane in Magic the Gathering, they had guns. This is not a new thing. The what's the word I'm looking for? The fucking what's the law term? Precedence. The precedence is there for guns in Magic the Gathering, and yet they said like, no, guns are bad because they're fucking
Guns are bad, okay?
Well, they're from fucking Seattle, so of course they're like, oh, guns bad.
What are the parents from the 90s?
Well, it's just a different. It's Puritans, but like from the other side at this point.
I'd say that most of D&D settings is kind of Western, like fucking cowboy thing, but without explicitly cowboys.
Yeah. Boo, I tried to drag Baby into this, but it looks like she's gone back to bed.
She lives in Peru, doesn't she? What's the time over there?
Yeah, she's in Peru, but I think she stayed up late, so she's a little mushy.
Mush.
Her words are brain equal mush. So her words, not mine.
I mean, she did stream earlier today, didn't she? So,
yeah, she did her merchandise stream.
yeah.
Apparently her coins are almost sold out.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, there's like 4 or 5 last time I checked. They're probably sold out by now. She only made 20. I don't know. She might do another run. If she were smart, she'd probably do another run.
What were the coins?
I think the coin she showed was her face, and on the other side was a V. I think it was like her, Senna Bon, and another VTuber. I can't remember. It was like a set.
Interesting. It's a novel idea for merch.
Yeah. I was watching the stream, but then Dennis started streaming. I'm like, oh, this is gonna be fun. So I quickly bailed over to Denna, and I was not disappointed.
The Soval karaoke. And then
Soval-
another
Soval-
VTuber I was watching also did a karaoke for their birthday.
The only VTuber I know with birthday was Panko.
Panko.
I don't even know VTuber birthdays. I think people put too much emphasis on them.
Well, I don't memorize them, but I know that people were talking about hers the other day. That was my only point of reference. It's like,
Yeah.
who was having birthday? Oh, Panko.
Interestingly, it's like speaking about merch. This year, Panko's merch seems a bit thin in terms of like the offerings. The only like interesting thing is the water bottle.
Yeah, what can you do? But at least, a fun little merch story. I saw the tweet a little while ago about Asakana says that he's opening up litigation against the company that the merch company to fuck them over for the beanie plushes.
Oh, finally.
Yeah, he said he said he's dropping them and suing them, and he's going with another manufacturer right now.
How recent was this? Because like I remember them talking about something like that with Dizzy.
I think they were talking about it, but I think he's actually going through with it now, is to my understanding.
I see.
Yeah.
Well, good luck to him. I hope he has the cash.
Well, I kind of doubt anything's going to come from it since he went with Chinese companies, so it's like LOL China.
Hello, China.
And the previous company, are they Chinese?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were the initial company was Chinese.
Wait. He got fucked over 2 times. Or once.
This is Kevin. He's not exactly the sharpest tool in the shed.
Wait, he actually got fucked with the beanies twice?
No.
I think he
got,
means like, oh, you're doing business with the Chinese company.
Oh, alright. Because like for a second there I thought like he had problem with company 1, pulled out, now he has another company and he also has problems with them.
No. He doesn't have trouble with company 2 yet. But I'm putting the word "yet" on there because, to my understanding, it's another Chinese company because Kevin's Chinese and he wants to be cheap and keep it in the chink.
Suing a Chinese company. Good luck with that.
Well, yeah.
Now that you told me that they're Chinese, good luck.
Yeah, no, that's my main. That's my main thing for like him saying he's going to sue a Chinese company. That's why I was like, LOL.
I don't really blame him for being frugal, so to speak. I doubt they have very high margins.
I don't know. I say just find a little like Etsy shop in Canada or something because there's enough slave labor in Canada at this point. Just hire a bunch of packies and just say go to it.
Find a Pakistani factory and with children, get them to make your plushies.
Well, actually, a fun little fact. Like how do I word this? Since offshore manufacturing for things went over to China, the Chinese middle class has risen so much that it actually is costing more to produce stuff in China. It's not like the free, cheap labor that used to be and stuff. In a lot of other countries, including India, are now the go-to places for cheap manufacturing. So, like India, Philippines, like Indonesia, like pretty much Southeast Asia in general. That seems to be the go-to place now.
Yeah. Well, wherever is the cheapest.
These days it's not even China. Like China isn't like the cheapest by far for the longest time.
No. What are you saying, Uber?
Yeah, apparently it looks like Dana's still online. Even though she should be sleeping. And her status is an idol. So
I know.
She must go.
I saw BB actually make an official post that she's going back to bed, but I'm gonna add Denna and just go bugger. Add Denna. Call in you.
No, she's probably gonna be dead tired. Even though she
she
hates her sleep.
She was probably up all night lusting over Selma, and she has to go to her noodle shop job.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to ask: is that the Selma character in her Twitch chat the actual Selma?
That is Soma, yes.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was, because I remember
It is him.
Huh?
It is. That is the Soma.
Yeah, because I remember catching a bit of his like learning Russian stream, and he like talked almost directly to Dana in chat. So I think they're
because
like
there are people who restream like while the VTubers were restricted. They would like the VTuber would read their chat as well.
So just knowing that, I'm kind of impressed with Dana being able to keep it in her pants enough while it's actually the dude himself in her chat. I'm actually impressed.
I think you give the girl too little credit.
Oh no, she's a little tiny hornball. Don't get me wrong and stuff, but I would imagine she should be acting worse than she is.
We haven't seen the worst yet.
I don't know much about them.
Like,
so
if you were
my
watching,
judgment.
I don't know if you were here when I was on Cypher's stream. Me and Hak and Cypher and Moth were like discussing about Dana. I think that VOD is gone now, but like Haka had the most like pessimistic outlook.
What's the summary of that?
Yeah,
He's basically worried that Dana's going down like this path of like thirsting over some like a VTuber model, not even the person behind the model, just a VTuber model, and basically it's influencing her negatively.
I think if we bully her enough, it'll keep her in line.
I'm sorry, I should go because on artist server we draw today.
All right.
So, okay. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming, and
care,
have fun.
Good day.
Good day, sir. So yeah, and that's why Haka doesn't want to engage in her community anymore.
So Haka is legitimately bowed out. Huh? I did not know this.
Interesting.
Yeah, we kind of talked about it on the server as well. Like, if you were there,
I might have been there and just not parsed the conversation correctly. I am wont to do.
And when I asked him about it, he did say like he's witnessed a similar situation before. That's why he's this way. He says that he doesn't like to see it repeated.
Yeah, to each their own. I'm not gonna throw the sheep under the bus yet.
Yeah, and I think Cypher wants to follow the same route as well.
Yeah,
but he still he was still showing up in chat. So maybe it's not yet. He did leave the server though.
I don't know. Dana's still young and dumb, so she's gonna do young and dumb things. So
yeah, I mean that's what I was telling Haka that we know maturity comes with time, but you don't know. He's still like he just still doesn't have a good outlook about it.
I know. I've always had the teaching philosophy in that people will not learn until they fuck up. That's the only way they're gonna learn.
Yeah, that's what I told Haka as well. Like, if worse comes to worse, it has to happen, and then she has to learn from it. And
we all like as a collective, we put our foot down on the Fern thing because we knew that was going to be bad, like capital B bad. But the Soma thing is like, whatever. I don't know. I think in the grand scheme of things, the Soma thing is going to be harmless.
I also think the same. It won't go that far, but she should still be wary. I mean, it's not just like, have you seen her chat? There's always all sorts of creepy comments from certain people. No one's Jenny'd them yet.
Yeah,
What's
I've
the worst
actually,
that could happen?
I don't know. I've noticed those things
The
too.
worst,
Like,
well, she gets groomed.
yeah. Oh, well, at least we can.
It kind
Well,
of makes it worse because this is someone that's actively engaging in our social circles, and we're just witnessing it happen.
I don't know. I'm also of the opinion you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink.
Yeah.
So
I
we'll say our piece and do what we can, but shrug.
Rude.
Yeah, I don't know.
I guess it's just time will tell what she does.
And I've kind of sort of noticed these things and stuff, but I haven't really put too much stock into it. I don't know.
Yeah, I can understand.
I'm gonna have to go at
But
this.
like you said, as long as we
Yeah.
keep bugging around, I think we can like ward it off.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to go at this with a new set of eyes and stuff now that I have a better understanding of what things are going on right now. But yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it. Just double up on the bullying and calling out
Yep.
the Coomers in her chat.
Not just call them out, just like Haka said, like ban them on site. Like I already gave him a few names, but I think they're still active.
Hmm.
He doesn't want to do anything with that community anymore. So, I mean, if they show up again, I'll.
I mean, he was broomed, so.
Haka was broom, but like I said, he doesn't want to engage anymore. So I guess I have to ask. Like, I have to have a serious talk with Cypher. We like to joke about being Jannies and all that, but if you have the power to do something, then you should probably do it.
Yeah, actually, that's why I never really got the fucking Jenny jokes, because like you actually have a genuine power in that community. So if you're not like a schizo, you can make a change for the better.
People joke about it because you don't get paid for it, or you're just doing it just to get buddy with the creator.
I mean, I guess that's. I wouldn't even say like that's some of it. I guess that's a lot of it. But I do believe that like there are mods who like genuinely sweep because they want to make that place better for everyone.
Yeah, but of course, they get overshadowed by all the bad examples. Like we've seen it in the VTuber community as well. Like mods just trying to groom the VTuber or just doing some shady stuff behind the scenes.
Will Cypher be our white knight in these dark times?
Only time will tell.
Yep, time will tell. Yeah, I don't know. For me, it's like not as big of a deal because I never really like followed Dana that much. I saw like a couple streams and I was like, yeah, okay.
I know. To me, she's a goofy little goober, but on the same token, she's a grown-ass woman and needs to get her shit together.
Indeed. I mean, I'll tell you one thing. Were you were here for the drunk karaoke, right?
No, I missed that thing,
I missed that too.
I'm constantly fucking.
Is that
like
boss
reminded
lab? I think you
about
can still go back and watch it.
Is it still up?
I don't know where to look for it.
I can.
Oh wait, you mean like the karaoke in Discord or karaoke in her?
No, the drunk karaoke that Dana did.
Oh, that one. I have no idea. I heard about it, but like wasn't interested.
Yeah, like I was planning to come in and babysit on that one there, but she launched the stream while I was asleep. So yeah.
Yeah. So she according to these are her own words, but she skipped work to do that stream, and that was the very bad look, especially to Haka.
Okay, that's retarded.
I would agree there. It's kind of retarded.
There are only 3 recent broadcasts, so I think it's gone.
I'll take your word for it. It sounds something stupid that she'd probably do.
And Haga can confirm it for me as well. He was there.
I'll take your word for it. I trust you.
I'm trying to draw a better Fugi, but I'm failing miserably.
Oh no, the bong is awake, and someone posted Kershey art.
Oh god.
Well, he was awake earlier because I made a tail comment and he replied.
Containment breach.
Yeah, that tail. Yeah, that's definitely up Proctor's alley.
Well, at least it's not up Proctor's ass.
Give it time. Someone's going to post Kershey Futa art, and he's going to give it a like before deleting it.
I mean, he's already self-reported more than enough times. It's not even a self-report. It's not even a surprise at this point. That's just how he is. That's how we know him.
Yeah, like who brought that up in people thread? Like someone posted another one of Proctor's like certified moments and said like, very cool. You're fine, whatever you're posting, because your competition is this.
Oh,
this is this is a more
No,
Camerton.
No, I just had a funny thought. Like how yesterday, Josh.
Wait, hang on.
What?
I think this is the drunk character. Let me just confirm this.
Yeah.
You guys
So yesterday when Josh was having his meltdown and stuff, I found it kind of funny. He was also posting the VTuber thread, and Proctor comes out of retirement to post, do a couple of, I don't know why you want to call it, like fucking Kiki, not really guard posts, but kind of just like, oh, here's all the information we have kind of thing stuff. It's just like, okay, this is a weird interaction. It was weird.
Holy shit, that thing is
speaking of Haka, hello.
The devil, he's here.
Hey, fellas. Hey, as I promised, here I am.
You listen here. We were talking about you earlier.
Yeah, I have actually zero frame of reference for what you guys were talking about. I just saw a stream was still live and said, I did promise to jump in, so here I am.
They were educating me on the state of the sheep.
This is the karaoke, right?
State of affairs.
State of the sheep address.
Yeah.
Should I post it here in stream chat because she's gonna read it?
You can just DM me the link, and I'll just save a local copy, I guess.
Just I think it's this one.
Okay. I'll say me the link and download the video.
Wait, Hug, I'll send this to you. Is this the drunk karaoke?
I don't know, man. I wasn't there.
Yeah, none of us were.
No, you were. I saw your name at the beginning. So.
Let me triple check.
Like you said, like, oh, have fun with the self kill, and then you left.
Look after the kid. I know you'll fuck it up beyond repair. So that yeah. Okay, so yeah. This is the one.
Okay.
Perfect. Thanks. And Soma was in it too. Yeah,
okay.
Have fun. It's 2 hours.
Well, I'll give it a watch later, just for more context of the sheep's descent into degeneracy.
Sheep descent.
It's not even descent. It's just setting up camp.
Well, no, like I was kind of ambivalent to the whole Soma thirsting thing and stuff. But when you told me that she skipped a shift at work to do a stream, I was like, okay, no, that's fucked up.
All right. How much has been said in regards to
I just gave Zenlar and AZ the gist of the situation,
including the speculation or just the facts?
Just some speculation as well.
I mean, could you be a little bit more specific?
Like how you're worried about the path she's going down and Soma, and we have to see how to say this. She has to make her own decisions in the end.
So we're gonna say something, Zen?
So, and I'm kind of thinking that we might end up doing a horror intervention.
Honestly, as funny as that would be, and as much as something deep inside me really cares to do so, as I said, and because I think probably Uber told you most of this, well, all of this conversation took place on a stream that does no longer exist.
Yeah.
As I said, I honestly don't care. A part of me really does, but
I don't know.
the more rational part of me is just you are a dumb broad on the internet. There was an attempt. There is
Well-
no reaching you.
Well,
That I'm washing my hands.
Well, no, my thought is that she's young and dumb, but needs to make this mistake.
Yeah. I would be of the same mind with stuff like the alcohol. You know, small mistakes here and there that you could pepper in to actually make her a better, more prepared person in the end. But there's something about this that just feels bigger. You know, there's always you always hear the story of the one motherfucker who got a hold of a really vulnerable, really stupid girl and absolutely fucked her up beyond repair.
Well, that's why we came down on Fern like the hammer of God.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was my mind. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure not to be it was all me, baby, but I'm pretty sure I was the one spearheading that effort. And
I mean,
the
we
thing
were
about-
on stream when we told her. Remember that?
Yeah,
Remember
yeah,
that
yeah.
call?
Yeah, but like I said, I'm pretty sure I was the one spearheading that effort. But the thing that makes this different for me is the fact that Fern was just nothing. The most she personally could say about Fern is that she would feel bad about it. But Soma, she is obsessed with the guy. She talks about nothing but Nexus and mostly Soma. Whenever you hear her, I don't know about her streams because I honestly don't care.
Well, apparently that's him commenting in her chat. I've been told that's actually him. So my thought my thought on that there was she feels restrained while he's in chat. I feel that she could be a whole lot worse.
They share art and DMs. I mean, apparently.
Apparently they share a lot on DMs. But as I was saying, I don't know about her streams because I don't watch anymore. I'm talking about whenever she shows up on the groom court, she does nothing but talk about Nexus and Soma.
Well, she's
streaming for you.
Well, she's pretty much commandeered the Nexus channel on Parker's Discord stuff. That's the Dena channel at this point.
Dena bullying channel.
Yeah, no, it's not even the bully channel. It's just her channel. That's where she shows up. That's where she comments. That's where she anything she wants to talk about. Every time she shows up, is just talking about Nexus and maybe trail off onto something else. But it's always Nexus. It's always Soma, and it's an obsession.
I feel like the obsession will die down eventually because we all know that Nexus, that's not a good business model. It's gonna fail.
Yeah, but she is devoted to the guy. The fact that
can't deny that.
It's the worst part is that it's not even the usual, they have a history or something and that's how he roped her in. No, it's she fell in love with a drawing, literally. That's all it is at the end of the day. That's all that roped her in.
My hope is that
the fact that he keeps replying, reciprocating the interaction.
Yeah.
It's like, he noticed me.
It's the perfect buffet of fuckery. Every single spice, every single flavor, working together to bless your palate with the absolute taste of garbage. It's so. I think I mentioned this on that stream, or I don't know who. No. I think I said it afterwards. Someone asked that if my feelings about this came from experience, and
that was me.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you did it. And I have no qualms with admitting, yeah, this has happened before to someone I deeply cared for, and it didn't end well. Which is why I feel so strongly about this. And it was someone who was a lot better prepared than Dana. So this is bound to end even worse.
And my thought that kind of making me chuckle right now. I'm just picturing Soma as like the textbook example of an ugly bastard, and I just want the illusion to be ruined.
Yeah, we said that as well. It would be really funny, and I hope that's the case. Just so she has a bit of a lightning strike moment, a light bulb moment, where she goes,
Epiphany.
"Wait, I am actually retarded."
I know. I kind of want to be there when it happens.
Oh my god! I pray I get to be a fly on that wall.
We'll just see what happens.
I know.
There's not much we can do at this point,
I
except
know.
bully.
My imagination is going places with the DMs they're probably having right now.
Wait, didn't she confirm like they shared like some spicy art or something?
I have no idea.
You're watching-
I think she said. I think she said in the server actually. Hang on.
I don't keep track of what she says anymore. I just whenever she shows up, I just go, oh, she's gonna talk about this thing again, and then I just ignore it.
My boy Haka, he's just washing his hands of it.
Yeah, no, I. Okay, how did I word this when I said it? Oh yeah, we cannot reach her either physically or emotionally. There is nothing to be done. Anything we're doing just looks weird and desperate coming from a bunch of men who are multiple degrees of separation away from her.
I know. But at least at this point, most of us can say we tried.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. One thing that I did want to talk about, which is why I asked whether or not you mentioned the speculation, is that is Soma's not so much alleged, but what would be a good word for it? The hypothesis that her sudden spike in drinking is directly related to Soma.
I can see this because I've actually seen it before.
Yeah. I don't know if I should say names because she might be watching this.
I don't think she is.
I personally
I think
don't care.
she would have come in, joined us, or typed in chat if she was.
You never know. You never know.
No, if she was, I'll be honest. If she was smart, she would stay silent. But we know she is.
Yeah. No, my kind of thing that I'm still worried about is her finding out that she skipped the shift at work. That's kind of a big thing, you know, like alcohol here and there, whatever and stuff. But like, skipping work, that's a big thing.
Oh yeah, no. That's the same with me. Before I found it annoying, but the second I got that information, it immediately just went from I'm iffy about this to okay, this is terminal. Goodbye.
Yeah. And
I'm pretty sure.
I'm still in the feels bad man. So I don't know. I'll reassess as we go.
Oh, don't get me wrong. I do.
So you
feel
do
bad
have a
for
heart
this.
after all, Mr. Zenlar.
No, that's a filthy fucking lie.
There's no way. There's no better way to get to the cold, dead heart of an old man than a child in need of help.
I think I accidentally drawn a fucking autism creature. What the fuck?
Post it.
Nah, maybe later.
I'm just picturing in the black and red colors, so it's kind of like the edgy version of the autism creature.
Yeah, you're kind of getting there. I was trying to like do something with the original avatar to adapt it to a Fugi, like some talking thing, but essentially it turned out into a fucking autism creature. I think I'm aborting this mission.
I don't know. Is it a improvement or downgrade from your black and red Ouroboros?
Depends. It's not as cool.
Because it is pretty cool.
Yeah, that picture is really fucking cool. So this is basically like the first avatar crossed with a fucking autism creature. I haven't drawn anything for 2 weeks. I'm rusty as fuck.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be exciting. I thought it was going to be crafty and creative and make up a new song and do a hand cam stream doing it and stuff. But I just haven't had the motivation to do so. The motivation comes in fits and spurts, and I need to strike it while the iron's hot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's just like poof, gone.
Yeah, you really gotta catch that stuff. Otherwise, it's gone in a split second. Which is, I think, what incidentally separates a good artist from, or rather, a successful artist from an unsuccessful. Which is that a successful artist knows when to capture the flow, or he can just do it on demand.
Or you can be Stephen King and just do rails of coke.
Yeah, it could also work.
And then write about a bunch of children having weird, not really sex, but also kind of sex in the sewers.
That was a straight up orgy. No one can say otherwise.
Oh no, yeah, definitely.
I remember being described it and in no uncertain terms that it was a fucking orgy. I never read the book.
Essentially, it's just everything short of the kids going through the gooch. Other than that, yes, it was essentially an orgy.
Well, my mom was a big Stephen King fan since she grew up in New England and stuff, and she was like, "Oh, read this," and I actually read it. I'm like, "Mom, why didn't you warn me about the child orgy scene?" And she was like, "What? I'm like, you didn't notice this?"
Okay, sorry, go ahead.
Because I was reading Stephen King at like 10 and 12.
I think I read Misery when I was like 9, but there's nothing to that level.
Oh god, I forgot that was a Stephen King. Fuck.
Yeah, it feels slightly out of place, huh?
Well, no, in hindsight of a lot of things of his later life, it does make sense.
Wait, Misery is the one about the girl in the school, right? Or
no, that's Carrie.
Ah, yeah, sure.
Misery is about the author who gets into an accident and gets rescued by a crazed fangirl, and shenanigans ensue.
It is it is literally the textbook example of Western yandere.
Yeah, and as everything else made in the West, she is fugly. That's the main difference between the Japanese and the American one.
I still remember Maximum Overdrive and how that was in the that's set in the middle of his coke bender years.
I don't think I ever.
No, it's funny because the opening scene is Stephen King does a cameo and he's going to an ATM to do a withdrawal, and the ATM tells him to fuck off, calls him an asshole and to fuck off, and Stephen King turns like coked out of his mind, like he was coked out of his mind on set, and he turns to the camera, it's like, "This ATM called me an asshole," and then I think it like belts like a bunch of bound up like bills into his crotch or something.
I had completely forgotten about Maximum Overdrive, so I googled it, and now you unlock the core memory, you asshole. Holy shit.
Yeah, the instant you see that Green Goblin truck, it comes right back to you.
Oh my god.
Wait, let me Google it. Maybe I'll remember something as well.
No, the instant you see the movie picture, you'll know whether you've seen it or not.
I haven't seen.
It's worth a watch just to say once, because it's literally a coke-filled movie. It's literally Cocaine Bear but with trucks.
That's an interesting description.
Yeah, and true to the author's intent, you should get coked out when watching it too.
Yeah, that's the hard part.
Cowardice.
Yes.
I'm just remembering the scene with the fucking turkey cutter. I'm like, okay, that's fucking stupid. But again, the whole movie's stupid. But
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was meaning to ask, what exactly is the relation between growing up in New England and liking Stephen King?
Sniffing
because
King.
because Stephen King is from New England, and everything he writes about takes place in New England, so it's kind of like their thing.
I knew he had this thing about a certain place, but I never. I suck with names, so I never registered that. Oh, it's New England.
Yeah, no, the reason why New Englanders, aka the founding colonies of America, the Northeast, the reason why the Northeast like Stephen King, because Stephen King writes about the Northeast, and they call him the modern day Lovecraft because Lovecraft was from the Northeast too, and he wrote about the Northeast, so it's kind of like the American Gothic horror thing. Stephen King kind of bogarted that for decades.
So what's the issue with Stephen King? Exactly.
Yeah,
because
I
like
keep hearing stuff like what is the? I'm curious too. What is
yeah, because like I've read some of it, but I was like a teenager, so nothing really like jumped out at me at the time. So
Stephen King's main thing is that he was coked out throughout the 70s, 80s, and 90s. But nowadays, he suffers from Trump derangement syndrome.
Yeah, I was about to
that
say.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's modern Stephen King. He's still coked out. He says he's clean, but I know he's still coked out, and he suffers from Trump derangement syndrome. Because he said he said he went through rehab after he ran over and killed someone while fucking high off his tits.
Wait, he fucking did? What?
Yeah. Stephen King totally GTA the motherfucker while high on coke.
Holy shit!
Yeah, so he was mandated rehab, but nah, that never happened.
Wait, so he killed the dude,
Yep.
and he just walks free.
When you're rich enough, you kind of get away. You get to get away with it. That's just how it goes.
Man.
Yeah, I think it got written down to like involuntary manslaughter or something since he was so high off his tits.
Interesting.
American justice system. Dum dum dum.
I remember a story about like a Russian developer who was in charge of he was an open source dev, and he was a maintainer for a library which was like really fucking important. Everyone used it. And he was a biker. Well, not like the fucking gang biker, but like he drove a bike.
Yeah.
And one day he was driving at night, and he ran over two fucking dumbass drunk bitches who were crawling on the fucking road, black ass drunk. And he got into a jail, I think, for like a couple of years because I think he killed one of them. So yeah, this I remember this story from like a podcast he did. He's like out now. He was basically like complaining that nobody helped him with the trial, even though like the library is used by like literally almost everyone. It's one of the like the linchpin of the modern web, and neither many people like wanted to support the development before or after. He like everything was like very tenuous. So yeah.
Drama.
I wouldn't even call it like drama when there is a fucking body involved.
Spicy drama.
Okay, fair enough.
It's just like my telenovas.
Telenovas.
I know. I always make fun of soap operas because my mom, all she ever did was watch soap operas. Her main thing was Days of Our Lives, and she watched that since like the day I was born. It's like,
I remember.
it's like, what's Victor going to do this time? It's like he's probably going to cheat on his wife again. There.
You
Soap
had it
operas,
good,
man.
You had it good. That's all I'm going to say. You had it good.
I'm kind of angry that you know exactly what I'm talking about.
I mean, it's just My people, quote unquote, kind of, you know,
I
we're
know.
the most prolific in the whole thing, so
I know.
I kind of have to know.
Aren't your people like the Dragon Ball Z connoisseurs?
Yeah, but
That is
the women
for
folk
the
have
women,
theirs.
yeah.
Akira Goku.
Kill yourself.
Something every time new episode drops, the cartel activity also drops.
Dude, wait, I love how since the Summer Games Fest just happened, we got a launch date for Sparking Zero, the new Dragon Ball game, and immediately the one thing that everyone told me was, "Oh, we got a date for no cartel activity." That's gonna be the one time where you can walk throughout Mexico at night with no issue.
Jesus Christ.
So what you're telling me is we're going to see live footage from the Gunt leaving his shack.
It's gonna be like a creature leaving his whole
Lair.
desert, his lair after hibernation.
The wretched creature leaves it.
Yeah,
Disgusting lair.
Yeah, he hobbles to the nearest liquor store to get some more Maker's Mark. If they even sell that.
It's gonna be like a very fat Sylvester Stallone waking up in Demolition Man. It's absolutely lost to time, space, to know what the fuck is happening.
I just had a thought. Which movie was more prophetic, Demolition Man or Idiocracy?
I haven't watched the second one, but Demolition Man had a lot of prescience about it.
I can't say with confidence that I watched the Idiocracy, so I have to default to Demolition Man. Yeah.
I have to default to Demolition Man too. I only saw Idiocracy once, and I feel like I should watch it again.
I guess onto the list it goes. Wow, 2006.
I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. It's just kind of just like, it's like, where was the writer of this here media a time traveler? It's like, we'll never know.
I think even the seashell thing kind of came true at some point, right?
I forgot that's where it came from. I like in the back of my mind, I always remember the three seashell reference and stuff. I can never remember where it's from.
Yeah,
it was from Demolition Man.
Yeah.
I know now that we're talking about it, but like left to my own devices, give me like 10 minutes, I'll forget about it and then be like, oh, it's that.
Yeah, but I think at some point in the last 3 or 4 years, it came through somehow, I think. I remember reading something about it.
Oh, I know where it was. I was thinking of the three seashells not like the other day because I was watching the what's it called, the pie podcast by the Black Rifle Coffee guys and stuff, and they have a little Freddy Krueger hand of but instead of blades it's like spoons, and they call it the spoop. I'm just like, oh, that's just the three seashells, and I was thinking, fuck, where's that from? And now that we're talking about it, I remember. So thank you.
And we still don't know how they work, do they?
I mean, we kind of do.
Well, the joke is you scoop your ass with them, but you know, but they don't say it outright. That's the joke.
You, Jesus.
They just know it takes 3 seashells to do it, not 1 or 2.
It's been perfectly attuned through decades of testing.
Oh my. Okay, did you
the thing in general?
Did you intentionally go out of your way to specifically make it the autism creature?
Initially, no. Right now, I just drew over the autism creature.
The happy little accident.
It's a creature of many names. Yeah, initially I just wanted something, but it like dawned on me it looked kind of similar, so I copied the creature and drew over it. Yeah, because I'm fucking lazy. It's just for giggles. Maybe I'll actually make something like presentable for a Fugi. Probably not.
I don't know. I feel that it's emblematic of us. I don't know. I feel a connection to it. It speaks to me on a very uncomfortable level.
Yeah, I would show other variants, but they're kind of cringe.
I know. I can see this being in the Louvre and getting hit with a can of tomato soup.
Man, I was like, why is my tablet not working? And I was holding a stylus upside down.
It gets the best of us, man.
Yeah.
I now just had to watch that Duke Nukem Yippee.
Why did you put it on stream?
Okay, I'll put it on stream. I was just watching it, but I'll put it on stream.
You already did. I see it on the stream.
Well, no. I put your autism creature up, but I
Yeah. That's what.
But I need to show the Duke Nukem.
Oh, the one noobling.
Yeah.
No sound.
Well,
it's probably because I have the stream muted.
You guys have the stream muted.
I have the stream muted as well.
Yeah.
So for the 44 people watching, here you go.
Oh, we've jumped up to 44. Okay, this has gone up. Okay, it's kind of neat because not only I want to talk to you guys since the morning seems to be your guys' time and stuff. I was kind of also doing like a mini experiment. It's like, okay, what's the viewership level going to be if it's like 8:00 in the morning as opposed to like afternoon or evening? I'm pleasantly surprised it's on par.
First thing I gotta say, I expected the Duke Nukem creature to have the traditional dun, 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 in the middle, in the beginning.
I know, I was too.
It wasn't there.
I know, I was expecting it too, and yet it wasn't.
No,
so.
that usually plays like before he says a line, like a meme line.
No, yeah, like yeah, da 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 yippee, some shit like that.
I'm honestly surprised it's not Gianni.
Yeah, yeah.
Does he say it in the actual game? I don't know.
No idea. But yeah, like for me personally, this time slot you chose is much more convenient because I don't have to like break my sleeping schedule to high hell and back.
Well, yeah, because I know you're all the way over in Eurasia, so yeah.
He says yippee ki so I think Kino cut it out from that.
Okay.
Now I have a better understanding of European time zones since I committed to memory the time zone offset to Porian, and for me that's 5 hours. So I imagine you're either that or like 5 or like 6 or 7.
For some reason, like I imagine it. You've seen these like memes of fucking Blue Archive girls singing with AI some like a list of shit. I imagine Xandlar singing the list of time zones in Europe with an AI anime girl voice.
How did we land on Blue Archive of all things?
I don't know.
Yeah, easy. Why'd you have to bring the gotcha in?
It's not the Blue Archive.
Is it me? Is it my fault? Do I bring this kind of energy?
Let me find the video. I saw the video like recently. The meme is basically we offer a relocation for our job, and the dude asks like what country, and the anime girl starts singing like all the fucking stans, the Kazakhstan, Tajikistan, whatever stan, because like they don't relocate to Europe, they relocate to like the stans.
I don't know. You say the Blue Archive song meme thing. I'm just thinking the Countries of the World Animaniacs song.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Yeah, it's like
maybe it's not
was it Yako? Was it Yako? Or?
Yeah, it was Yako.
Yako, yeah.
Oh look, we were talking about Duke Nukem, and I just came across this. This is an artist I follow. He does like art of bullshit.
That picture makes me angry. I've never seen that bean reference thing, but I know I recognize it. It makes me angry.
I've
You never
seen
watched
like,
Killer Bean?
Wait, how
No.
long is the? Is it at 90 minutes? I think I've seen clips of it.
Yeah, it's let me check because the whole thing is on YouTube officially.
It
Okay.
is, but
Yeah.
How long is it?
I don't know. The only
90
clip
minutes.
the only clip I've ever seen of it is the dies from cringe gif.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found the
an
video.
hour
It
and
wasn't-
the
24.
dancing beans from the intro.
Yeah.
And when they're dancing and it puts on like like FBI's reading your
Okay, I'll play the stupid Kakistan thing.
It's I don't know. Oh, I think I mix it up with Blue Archive because recently there is like
Archive.
pixelated chibi Blue Archive characters like
Yeah.
doing stuff.
Yeah, this is just either a Toho or generic anime.
Yeah, this is how I imagine Zeno remembers the European time zones.
The Blue Archive one. I'm just gonna.
I don't know. If it gun to my head, I'd probably go with Toho, just based on like the tune, I guess.
Yeah, the tune is what made me think Toho, and also the general color palette is very Toho-esque. But yeah, you're probably thinking of this one meme from one of the Blue Archive characters. I will not say her name.
Oh
as
shit,
to
why am I
not-
posting in general? I should post in the stream chat.
as
I
to
was
not-
literally just gonna say.
Yeah, I just noticed you switched the channel and then our messages showed up. So yeah.
As to not tell on myself, but basically, she's just there. She sees a character from a thing and says, "Oh my god!" Though name of character, and
Yeah.
sings the song. Yeah.
The one I saw is fucking Yugoslavia. The Yugoslavia meme.
There's a bunch of Kamen Rider ones, which is how I found it. And I think there was one with Godzilla as well. She goes, "Oh my god, though, it's Gojira." Da-da-da, da-da-da, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I feel angry now.
Wow, you got that representation.
Also update your Discords in our.
Say what now?
I see the update icon actually. Oh, you're on web. I don't know if that'll work.
Does
Does it update on web?
No, I don't have the update on my desktop version. So I don't
No,
know.
on the web version you see that the icon. You could, it's on the way the servers are. And that bar.
Oh.
I linked another video.
Oh my god, though, it's the Bosnia.
Stream chat, come on.
We'll get it eventually.
I posted in general because like
Never mind.
I posted in general initially because I was thinking I could stop the chat thing. So
Wait, it's reading all the old messages and then putting them up.
Is it?
Yeah, look.
Oh.
What the fuck is happening?
Look at the stream.
Yeah, I'm looking at it
The
right
stream
now.
chat.
How is that?
おー、はい、ゴット。
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I think you want to.
you might want to change it back to stream chat.
Okay. Okay, I refresh the page. We're in stream chat. Any future post goes in stream chat while stream is ongoing. Are we good?
Okay.
So you just open it in a new tab and you just leave it?
I could.
Oh, like, is that how the social stream thing works? For Discord?
No. Okay, so the way social stream works with Discord is that you have to opt into it in the options. Like, there's only so many services where you can do this. So you actually Discord is one of the rare ones you have to opt into it as an option. Then you can open it up in the browser, your browser, and to the channel you want to show on screen. So that's why I set my link to my bookmark to the stream chat. And so that's how it shows up. Oh, shut up, Io.
I don't think I want to take the risk with putting Discord on stream, to be honest.
If you're streaming on YouTube, yeah, I can see that. Me, I just don't give a shit.
Do not fear the slurs. Embrace the slurs.
It's not even just the
Actually-
slurs. With the embeds, imagine what you can do.
Well,
you could turn off embeds, but you know.
Well, yeah, you can curate it, but I don't want to. I actually kind of like having random shit on screen, but I don't know how long I can do it because apparently Odyssey is changing their framework and they're moving to a new service. So I don't know if it's like the beginning of the end.
Oh God, please no!
What's that about?
Wait, why is it the beginning of the end?
Well, it's kind of one of those things. Like, let me go to my fucking Twitch. Let's see, Twitter, DC, C team. Yeah, so they're doing like a major push over the last few days, saying that they're going to be, it's like, oh, we're going to be more open source, less censorship, which they already are. So I'm kind of wondering why they're pushing it. And they're saying, we have taken the monumental decision today to build Odyssey on a technical stack called Arweave. What this means for you, we can now safely and successfully provide you and all users with a system that ensures total censorship resistance. Now, the only thing I read from this here is that Arweave looks like it's another blockchain.
Yeah, it's a blockchain.
Yeah, because they last month they said blah 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 build on Cardano or Arweave, and looks like they went with Arweave.
They probably couldn't handle a fucking Haskell.
No, and
I still don't get what Web3 is, man. I just keep seeing it pop up here and there.
Web3 is just a blockchain model. That's all it is.
Yeah, like what's funnier is I remember that Web3 was already a thing. Like it was just Web 2.0, but prettier. But they co-opted the term for some reason instead of calling it like Web 4.0.
Yeah, because let's see, because I remember looking this up. So apparently, the library blockchain, which is the blockchain that Odyssey is based on, apparently it's actually defunct now. So technically, right now, the library chain is a zombie, effectively. So I think this is the underlying reason why they're changing over to a new blockchain. I can't confirm for sure, but that's the only thing that makes sense to me. Is that they want to get off library since it's effectively depreciated right now.
Yeah, might be. I'm not exactly getting why. Well, I guess I can see why they're using the blockchain for the platform, so they don't have to like have their own services.
Yeah, because
essentially.
because the reason why the library blockchain is effectively defunct right now because the Library Incorporated, the parent company that made it, got sued into the ass by the SEC because it was the early day of crypto and stuff, and they were offering a unregistered commodity. So they got sued out the ass, and I heard rumblings they got bought out by someone and stuff. But I guess that's neither here nor there because it looks like they're going off the library blockchain now, and it seems to be like a done deal at this point.
Yeah, it would make sense. There's no reason to stay on a fucking dead blockchain. It's just it's just a landmine.
Yeah, so I understand. Like if that is the rationale behind it, then I totally understand. But for me, it seems a little weird they're not phrasing it like that. They're like, "Hey guys, this is this great new thing, and we're just going to move over to it." And it's like, okay, you should probably tell the people who don't know better why you're doing it to be just a little more transparent. That's the thing that's kind of getting me. I don't know. Fingers crossed. That's all I can say is just fingers crossed.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I've been kind of burned by crypto. Not like actually burned, but I've kind of burned out on it. This is kind of taking me back all the names, all the fucking terminology and implications. Oh my fucking god.
Well, the way I like to think about the blockchain is a tool, or more specifically, it's a gun. It all depends how you use it. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong or bad with it. It's just the asshole that uses it. And unfortunately, with the blockchain, mostly assholes used it to make a quick buck.
Well, it's either assholes who want to make a quick buck or fucking assholes who wanted to use for illicit shit.
Well, that too. Like as we just saw, like as I just went on the wiki page, like library died apparently last year because the American feds went after it for being a crypto, and that like the library chain has been around for like 9 years at this point, according to that wiki thing. So it's on the surface, it seems funny that they're going after it now, but it does make sense because central bank digital currencies, they're trying to push that now. So it does make sense why they're going after all the shit coins. But if how they're successful they're going to be about it is a totally different matter. If like someone like Odyssey just decides to go to another chain. So, I don't know, good for them, I guess. Shrug. Like, I understand how this shit works and stuff, but I'm not a tech bro or a crypto bro. It's like, I just want my file depository where I can stick my videos and live streams. That's all I care about. And minimum moderation. Or non-existent moderation, which seems to be the case.
Well, hopefully it stays that way.
Well, yeah, that's the thing.
Who knows? You see these like
Good morning.
free of censorship, and then later
Moth.
on they just bow down to money. Oh, that
Good morning, Moth.
Good morning. I would have joined earlier, but this is the one day, of course, I actually end up sleeping in. Go figure.
Oh, well, that means you can stay awake for the rest of the stream.
That's true.
I don't know. Hey, Moth, what's your opinion? What's your opinion on blockchains?
On what?
Blockchains.
Blockchains. I think fucking most fucking crypto shit is a scam.
Oh, I agree. But I just got finished saying that they're a tool. They're like a gun. It's a tool. It depends on how you use it.
I suppose it can be used for like good, but for like from like an outsider's perspective, it kind of just looks like a pyramid scheme where surely because the early adopters got like so much of that coin for dirt cheap, of course they're gonna want more people to buy into it. Like, I don't know, it seems so obvious to me that it's just like fake, not currency pyramid scheme shit.
Well, fiat currency is fake.
I know.
It's just a different flavor, the same thing. Me personally, since I use Odyssey, I'm kind of tied to it and stuff. I do like the nature in and of itself of blockchain model in that all it is the digital ledger. As long as everyone on the chain agrees that the information is true, then it's valid. It's a very simple system. It's just unfortunately it can get fucky wucky with the tokens you use for incentivizing what you want to do. Like, for example, for me to post a video or post a stream go live, I have to pony up the library token to even do anything. But then again, I just do like a fraction of a decimal, so it's kind of irrelevant. But I like this. I like the concept.
It's all right, I guess. I don't know.
I
I don't really have that many strong feelings on it because it's not something I'd ever touch. But
well, it only came up in conversation because I was mentioning to the guys that Odyssey is changing over to a new blockchain, and we were kind of trying to figure out the rationale behind it.
well, hopefully they don't end up with fucking library. I think you mentioned library. Getting fucking sued by the government or some shit or whatever.
Well, no. That's literally the reason why Odyssey is changing over to a new blockchain, because Odyssey is built on library, and that's why they're changing.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So you already have a vague understanding of the situation. So yeah. Library is the current blockchain which Odyssey is based on. That's why they're diversifying and changing off into a new system soon, TM. Because like initially, I was looking at their Twitter feed, and initially it wasn't clear on why they were doing it until I dug into it, and it's like, okay, that's probably why they're doing it, kind of thing. It's the only thing that makes sense.
So how is everyone's morning?
Lazy.
Doing good, yes. Thank you for asking. Unfortunately, I can't comment on the blockchain stuff because I think most of us are very ill-equipped.
We need our token African to educate us on the ways of the computer.
Token Africa, isn't that short?
Yes, that's short.
Someone turn on the peg signal. Someone bring a woman and give her a penis. That's sure to bring him on.
Well, apparently someone turned
Someone
on the
needs to
bug.
be a guard in chat, then he'll come on.
No, someone turned on the bug fuck. Someone turned on the bug fucker signal accidentally.
Yeah, it's like a.
Wonder what it was.
Light.
Okay.
No,
Doesn't work
there-
though. So.
there's no such thing as a signal. He just scurries around for streams to invade, voice chats to fall asleep in.
No, what I picture is that whenever a stream goes live, like just the PNG image of the Minecraft lamp comes up, and it's like, the bug signal, and shuffles over to his computer. It's like lamp.
Finally, a cocoon for me to slumber. Oh man. I'm still a little. I'm still kind of recoiling over the fact that we've somehow managed to get Blue Archive on this stream. That doesn't feel
and the one
right.
who got it there is a person who knows like literally nothing about it.
It wasn't me. Yeah, it somehow wasn't me.
I don't know. Is it like that bad? I have like no idea.
I don't follow that shit either.
Okay, so the thing with Blue Archive is that if you want to be a stickler about it, all of it is bad. Because
I had to go for a bit. What were we talking about?
Fuck.
I asked if Blue Archive is really that bad.
I've seen the GIFs, and it's always some.
GIFs.
I don't know. They'd always make weird faces and like dude poses. Like this is.
I think it was to the point that even Jambalaya had to make a write-up about this on the forum.
I remember this.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Yeah, he made a whole ass write-up talking about the game and how weird it was in its Coomerism.
Doesn't it have a focus on volley or something?
No. Well, it's not a focus. Okay. How do I word this in the best way possible? So it basically covers the spectrum of, the anime fetishism.
Well, as any gacha does.
And not really. No, you wouldn't. You would think so, but no. Blue Archive is the most blatant without going into full-on porn. You got your lolis, you got fucking mommy thunder thighs, giant mounts.
It's a Chinese game, surprisingly. So
No, Korean.
Korean.
Oh, it's Korean. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's Korean.
I mean, isn't Korea like pretty strict on porn to begin with?
Oh no! Quite the opposite. In fact, are you aware or do you remember the meme about MMO armor?
Yeah, I know.
Korean
About
MMOs.
female MMO armor? Yeah, that came from Korean MMOs. Like those guys are giga coomers.
No, but actually, like actual porn, not like boomerism.
Well, I mean that's kind of irrelevant because Blue Archive is not really porn either. So,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't really know. I don't go around studying the different laws and regulations regarding porn per nation. All we know, all I know is what everyone knows, which is the classics. Shit is banned in Indonesia, and the Japanese don't like seeing vaginas. That's it.
If you put black lines over it, then it's family friendly. All right.
It's fine. Just pixelate it a little. It doesn't matter if she's getting it up
No,
the
not
ass
even
by
pixel.
three guys.
Just
It's
put like
fine.
thin black lines, and then you're done. Finish. You can show it to everyone.
Yeah. Don't worry. Those three massive throbbing rods going into her ass. Don't worry about it. But the thing with Blue Archive is the main point of contention for most people, because it doesn't really do anything that much different from most other gacha, is that they made one fatal mistake, which is they gave the characters ages. No other gacha does this.
Yeah, I think Kershey went into this very specific point multiple times.
Yeah.
Just stick a number in it, and now suddenly everyone's
no, but essentially, yeah, because you got a character like okay, am I allowed to pose the character, son?
Don't put it in stream chat.
Just for the sake of example.
Don't put it in stream chat. Put it in general.
I'm waiting for the.
I mean, can you actually put it in stream chat?
I'm waiting on streamer, man.
What are you doing?
Just for the sake of example, posting the characters on stream chat.
Yeah, that's fine as long as it's not porn. I don't care.
Of course, it's not gonna be. Okay. So you got basically this chick became the face of the franchise at this point. And you look at her, and that's a body right there, right?
That's a thick ass boy.
Yeah. She's 16. Yeah, and that's when it starts to get a little questionable if you want to be a stickler about it. I'm of the mind that it doesn't really matter, because you could say she's 22 and it wouldn't change a thing.
Yeah. Which is why it's better to just not say it.
Yeah.
Or just make. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And I feel like it's a decent split in between characters with this body type and the lollies, which are the ones everyone complains about. Because you got the lose-lose situation where, yeah, you got a character like this, which is whoa mama awooga, but she's 16. And then you got characters who are just anime lolly number 27BX45, and she's 15, and that's when it starts to get really, really questionable, even for myself, who usually I don't care. So that's kind of the big deal everyone makes about Blue Archive, which is the ages. I love how Sun is trying to cover her with the stream text.
Well, I finally elected to. I want to have the chatting colon damn it text somewhere, but my default locations I have are covered up by either the window or us. So I have to find a new area, and the only area is like the upper half of the fucking chat window.
Yeah, reduce the size of your chat window.
Well, no, I don't care. Well, actually, I probably should, so it's not interfering with each. Actually, that'd probably be the better spot. Yeah, like have just the permanent text in the upper left corner, and just have like, the upper 1/3 and the bottom 2/3 will be chat. Actually, yeah, that's probably the best way to go about it. God damn it. I don't know. Continue to talk amongst ourselves while I try to figure out scaling the things.
What should we talk about? We're going to continue on Blue Archive.
I can write a whole dissertation on that entire fucking thing.
Well, the less about gachas, the better.
Oh, shut up. They can be good. Gachas just like any other genre. That can be good.
Yeah, sure. Keep telling yourself that.
There are other video games that can be good without having you to pay so much to begin with.
Yep.
And be
Or
a-
alternatively, you can pay nothing.
Yeah,
I do.
and fucking be a filthy.
and I can
fucking
save my money,
free-to-play.
play better games.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
more importantly, save time.
Yeah,
You guys have never played a gacha and it shows.
I have.
I'm better off
What
for
have I
it.
played? I've unfortunately I've dabbled into CS:GO cases when I was a lot younger, but I stopped quickly. And what else have I done? I've never played any anime. Like, if you want to talk about gachas in general, I've never played any anime gachas, but I have played games with loot boxes in them. But I've never spent a penny on loot boxes.
Well, same principle. And most games with loot boxes actually have a fee up front, so it's even worse.
I've just played some Nikkei, but I haven't actually touched the game in like a month or two now. So
Good.
Oh,
Detox
I remember.
yourself.
I played.
Go-
do
go-
you
go
guys
to the
know of a
alternate.
game called
I'm
Crossfire?
just waiting for them to put out another thick bitch.
Contain yourself.
Okay.
Mhm. Wait, have you guys ever heard of Crossfire?
Crossfire. That sounds like the most generic name.
It's a shooter one, right?
Okay, it is a huge Counter-Strike clone in the Asian region.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me
I
and
know
like
about
when
that
I was in
one.
school, like a few friends of mine, they would play the shit out of that in school. And yeah, that game had microtransactions out the ass, and they were really expensive too. So, but even though I never spent any money on it, the gold that you did get in game, I used all of it in the loot boxes. But I did get the gun out of it. But even though it did cost me like all the gold to get.
I'm obligated to make a 90s reference. Crossfire!
I hate you. I die.
It was in the back
Oh,
of
yeah,
your mind.
Crossfire is
It was in the
still
back. It was in the back of your mind. You were thinking about it. You were going to say it, but then I forced the
No,
hand.
I wasn't going to.
But yeah,
I didn't
it's
get
still
it.
pretty huge. Like it's I think one of the biggest FPSs right now, like outside of the US.
Yeah, I mean, the Asian, outside of the stuff that does come overseas, the Asian gaming market is an entirely different world. Shit is weird.
Yeah.
Especially China. God, I fucking
It
hate
was
China.
pretty fun. Like you had different modes. You had a zombies mode. Like you had a,
Okay, and the question is, was it free to play?
it was free to play.
Well, there you go. Same shit. It's the exact
There was
same
another one I played, but it was pretty shit. And you don't even buy anything. You just rented them.
What?
Even the pay to win stuff, you rent them for a certain time. You don't even
Huh.
own it fully.
What game was that?
What the-
It's called War Rock. It's kind of like a poor man's like Battlefield.
Well,
Team, are you serious?
This actually reminds me of another game that did that,
Here,
but it was fucking.
I back then was on its own website, and yeah,
It was some AAA slop, I think, that did that exact same thing.
so basically you had like big maps, you had your vehicles, your objectives, but yeah, you didn't.
Oh my
You
God.
didn't own a single thing. You had to rent everything,
That's
and you earned like the currency was like dinars or something.
that's fucking retarded.
Oh,
Did
that
not-
is
it's like-
massively retarded.
Indian? Isn't Dinar Indian?
Dinars, I think, some Middle Eastern currency. I don't remember which. I think it's Jordan.
I don't fucking know. It's one of those brown people currency.
Dinar. Okay, it seems to be multiple countries.
I feel like it's sort of like the Real or other
Yeah,
names that are
lots
kind
of
of
countries
generic.
use real. Like even in like doesn't a country in South America use real or something?
Mm, not by that exact name, but something close to that.
I thought you guys all just used the peso.
The
See.
Cambodian real,
Shut
the
the
Moroccan
fuck
real,
up, you
the
frog.
Tunisian real. Okay, so not a what do you call it? South American. I was wrong there, but other countries, mostly Middle Eastern. But yeah, I was huge into these like free to play games because potato PC, Flash games, whatever.
Yeah,
Potato.
I can attest.
Well, yeah, so it's same principle with gacha games. If you want to get yourself fucked and wail on them, that's on you. There are some that are more predatory than others. That for sure is true. But I feel like at the moment, just things are not really that bad comparatively to how it was at the beginning.
I don't know. For me, it's just the whole premise of the gacha game in terms of how it's monetized, that you have to pull for characters. I don't know. It feels like meh. Plus the whole fucking waifu, I must pull for waifu shit is just really fucking stupid and degenerate.
The levels of autism that I've seen, or you guys have seen as well,
Okay, I have stories, both personal and not, but okay. I'm just going to say it's all up to the person.
Yeah, of course. It's just that
It's all up to the individual, and it is it is an objective and rather tragic fact that the wrong people, well, in the terms of the company's interests, the right people, but in the terms of human decency, the wrong people are the ones who are attracted to, these kinds of products. But I don't feel like there's anything wrong, given the current landscape of the industry. There's nothing inherently wrong with the existence of the products themselves. It's not like it's definitely way worse when you have something like the classic Battlefront 2. Classic as in the classic case, not classic as in the original game, but I mean the Battlefront 2 that even got Congress involved, that whole shit show.
Okay, I can summarize your entire point. Cope.
Shut the fuck up. I will have my big titty PNGs and there's nothing you can do about it.
why can't you just go on fucking Google and download the big TTP and G? This is the same fucking
It's
level
not
of
the same
problem.
because they don't say my name and how much they love me. It's not the same.
Oh yeah, that sure
they
makes
don't
everything
actually
different.
say your name. It's just text.
It's also voice. Shut up.
I mean, they would the next step
I
is to
love you
use
so
AI
much,
and have them
I'm
say your
Black.
name through that.
A little bit of a tangent, but fun fact: Blue Archive actually managed to, not all the characters, but the main sort of assistant characters say your name through text to speech.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting.
So yeah, so we're making progress in the industry. Now they say our names.
Amazing.
Truly the innovation that we needed.
This just
Blade
reminded
Runner.
me of a Count Dankula video I watched recently about the dude who tried to fucking kill the queen because his AI wife told him to.
I remember this.
Well, essentially, she told him it would be really cool. She didn't tell him to do it, but
That's
I've never heard of a story, but I do know about the meme where someone put a date and saying, "Oh, this is the date the Queen dies," and then the MI6 had to respond.
how long until we see in the news that a fucking speak immigrant tried to kill Biden because his wife who told him to?
why
Bold of
is
you-
it gotta be a spick, man? Come on.
I was going to say, bold of you not to say it was going to be a black person. Come on, we need
Yeah,
Because I
representation.
was implying that Haka.
It would be 100. It would 100% be a black person. Come on.
Or Troon,
Yeah, but you're not a black person.
that we know of.
He's insistent that it must be Haka.
Yes,
It
because
has to be
it would
me.
be funny.
It has to be. One of my gacha waifus said that I should kill Biden and it must be done. Her word is my command. State of the Union is just fucking. We have come to announce the president-elect Biden has been killed at the hands of a gacha addicted spick.
So basically, Ronald Reagan, but less cool.
But yeah, I'm. It's. I don't know. I feel like you either are okay with it or you're gonna hate it. There's not really in between. And it's hard to bring people to either side once they made up their mind, just like with most things.
Just don't get involved, man.
And we've come full circle to our conversation of tribalism at the start of the stream.
Yep.
I mean,
Uh,
jokes
I-
aside, I don't see like much issue with gachas if you can actually fucking control yourself. It's just the games
Yeah,
themselves
people
from
can, that's the
gameplay
thing.
standpoint never interested me.
But that's the thing, most people can't.
No, it's
They
the
need
opposite.
that
Most,
dopamine hit, you know?
No. It's the opposite. It's the opposite.
Yeah,
That's
it's
that's
the
the thing.
opposite.
That's the thing, Uber. You are sort of on the right track on a lot of things, but you don't really know what you're talking about. Most people can't.
About
That's the thing.
gachas.
The vast majority of players can't control themselves, but there is always the magical whales who cannot control themselves. That's the
Oh,
problem.
that's right. And that's what I just said. Most people can't. Did you
Well,
think I
the
said
opposite.
can?
I
No,
I
that's the
implied
opposite
that.
of what you're saying.
Yeah,
That's
like-
the opposite.
Oh,
the majority of people in free-to-play games are just freeloaders, and they are net negative
Yeah.
for the company.
I think
But
I should clarify and say most people who who spend on these games, they just can't help but spend even more.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
We
that's what I said.
by most people
Okay,
we
yeah,
mean
there
like
you go.
in general most people. So most people don't even like donate a
Not
single
even just
thing.
like these anime gachas, like anything with loot boxes in them.
Wait, what?
Like you know how bad Madden is, like how bad FIFA Ultimate
Yeah.
Team is.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, but those are the most egregious by far because they charge upfront. They
And
do
they-
it yearly.
And they've been doing it the longest, you can argue.
Yeah, they've
Yeah.
been doing it the longest. They do it yearly, and also it's you get nothing new other than a picture and a name.
And some
With-
stats.
yeah,
some
with
numbers.
with gacha, if it's a good, well-designed game, because yes, they do exist. If it's a good, well-designed game, when you get a new character, you get a new way to play the game. With Madden and FIFA, you get the exact same shit with a name you recognize. You can fucking soy face at it when you get it from the little gacha box.
Not hearing any arguments.
Well, just, as my advice, just don't start. It's like smoking. Don't start.
Eh,
Alcohol.
it depends on the type of person you are. I got a friend into Honkai Star Rail not too long ago, and he was afraid of gacha for the longest time. And the thing that did it is he basically I had full access to his account, and if I ever saw that he spent even a single dime, I would just kill the account. And after a while, I just forgot, and he hasn't spent any money on it last I checked, which was like 2
I
days
actually
ago.
got into CS:GO cases because I saw my friends getting to it, so I was influenced by it. But thankfully, I quickly caught on, saying, "No, this is a bad idea."
I mean, that's a secondary aspect to an already existing game, so that's kind of
Yeah, but I think the skins really ruined the community for that game.
Counter-Strike, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah, back
Yeah.
then it was before the skin was just you just had the game, you had your two sides, just your professional players, and then the skins came along, and the stickers, and then the esports teams with their own merchandise. And then
I know.
people selling their accounts and skins. And
I mean, the skins became their own mini industry.
yep,
Yep.
You had all the YouTube scams exclusively born from skins. So
Yeah, that's like the CS:GO gambling seemed more honest in comparison, if we're being honest.
Nah, I don't
in
see how
what
it's
way?
more honest.
Well,
it's still gambling.
It's still
Yeah.
gambling, but it was kind of like I don't know. I felt that their scam was a little more upfront about it being gambling. I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I can't really say I see the difference. They're both equally upfront. If you were to ask me, I don't know.
Okay, I'm finally done fucking around with my text. The thing is, I have like
You still haven't finished.
no, I am finished right now. Is that I have a bank of pre-written text things that I use and stuff over different parts of the screen. So what I had to do is I kind of consolidated everything into the upper left corner, and I had to curb some redundancies. So it's all done.
As a dev, I keep taking for granted the fucking vectorized text. Auto-resizing vectorized text.
I'm just trying to resize my view window. There we go. There we go. Squish everything back so I can have bigger text. Well, I mean in OBS, not on the viewable window, but I mean like my UI. Squish everything so I can see my dedicated chat doc again. Yeah, I did end up clearing out like three redundant text sources, so that's nice, and it's kind of nice to have everything in the one corner now, because I like the 16:9 aspect ratio that I went with and stuff, because everything's divisible by 3, so you got like 3 quadrants going left to right or up and down depending on what scale you want to do. I like it. The autism.
Let the autism flow. God, I found a picture of a like a PC with a Pipa stand inside it, and I linked it to my friend. And instead of like saying something, oh funny, they put the stand inside it, he started autisming out about the fucking PC case. How it's a fucking new case and it's better in this way, but worse in that way. And I'm like saying, bro, what the fuck?
No, it's kind of like you remember a while back when I forget what component it was, but some component in the computer had like a little LCD screen you can program and stuff, and VTubers would air quote do a face reveal by having their avatar picture in this PC component.
I think it was.
Oh, you mean?
I think it was
on the cooling. You have like.
Okay, that's what it was. Okay.
Set up a bull. Uber accidentally yeeted himself, I think.
Hello, Uber.
Welcome back, Uber boy.
Uber didn't yeet himself.
I was trying to just look at chat history of another VC, and then I actually clicked on it. That's the thing. The icon is so small.
Actually, I kind of grown used to with streaming right now. I've kind of grown used to having the Discord stream chat in my browser because I need it for a social stream. But then having the desktop version on the go, so I effectively have like 2 versions of Discord on the go, so I can bounce around to other Discord
Feel bad for your
servers.
RAM.
Yeah, it's not so bad.
Well,
Have you checked the RAM usage in total?
I'm looking. Let's see, CPU, GPU.
Chrome actually shows you the RAM usage of the tab. So
yeah, there's a separate fucking resources. What's the fucking name? Task Manager for Chrome itself. It shows each branch, each tab's consumption.
So if you go open up Task Manager, you see Discord, the app.
Okay, now okay, so right now my overall RAM usage for my entire computer is 39%. Go into my browser, mouse over let's see, memory usage 250 megabytes. Okay, and then where is that? Okay,
like my advice, if you really like worry about RAM, is try to run everything in the browser, because if you run like Discord separately or Slack separately or any of these like Electron apps, you are basically spinning up another separate window of Chromium, and it has a big overhead, so it's better to run everything in the browser.
You know the meme about Chrome using too much RAM? It's Chromium.
Yeah, no, I'm just looking at all my metrics. Like I'm not even hitting my RAM cap, so I'm fine and stuff. And even then, I'm just looking at my my System Explorer, and my the Discord tab in my browser versus my desktop version of Discord is comparable, so it's kind of like moot point.
Yeah.
And I'm even just lucky. I know, but as I was saying, I just like having the convenience of multiple instances because I'm not too sure. I don't think I've ever, while streaming, run more than one browser window or tab of Discord because I'm just kind of curious. I'm kind of wondering if the social stream will detect. Actually, I could just run that test right now. I'll just open up a new tab. Or can I? Yes, I can. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if I go to the Bong server, I imagine. Let's see, 6 new messages. Scroll down. Say hello, General. There and it, yeah, I just posted in the VTuber discussion board on the Bong server, and then it shows up on the social stream on screen.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so technically I can run multiple instances of Discord on as of right now and stuff, but unfortunately, whatever window I have in focus will show up on screen. So
do you have multiple? Like if I move one of these Discord chats to their own like window and keep it open, so is it gonna show up as well? Like instead of having them in the same window.
That's okay. Let's try this again. So, gonna just open up that, make it its own window. Gonna go down to stream chat. Well, okay, I'm in stream chat, so you just go to my general. Okay, so what I have on screen looks like. Okay, yeah, so I have that window selected, so I'm gonna do test. Nope, still showing up in chat. It seems to be dedicated to whatever tab is in focus for Discord in social stream. So good to know. So yeah, it looks
so you
like
can only do one at a time.
Yeah, which goes back to my initial point of I find it convenient that I can have the stream chat channel open up in the browser and just use the desktop version of Discord to just goof around, sight unseen. But we've confirmed that now, so good to know. Good to know.
Science, bitch.
Yeah, fucking works.
Cool.
All right, guys. I think I'm gonna hop off. I need to ingest some food, otherwise I'll die.
All right. Take care. I leave in a few minutes too. Anyway.
Yeah,
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Later.
How long are you planning to go for?
I don't know, until everyone fucks off, I guess.
Because if you said you're gonna stay up till Pierce goes live, right? And that's in how many hours?
Math. Let's see, 20 minutes to 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, so 4.5 hours.
Oh, we're gonna go for that long. Interesting. So
I don't know. I might end up quitting before then. Who knows? I don't know. I'm just playing it by ear.
Well, in case you're still live, well, I'll leave it a few minutes. Then I have to try and finish Bolt Gun today. It's I'm pretty sure I'm on the final level, so I can probably knock it out in like less than an hour. And then if you're still live, I'll come back.
I'll probably just end up stream sniping you if I'm being honest.
I was thinking about it.
Okay, no, sounds like a plan.
See me get my ass kicked. I guess Haka's away right now.
Yeah, that's fine. Gonna queue up your channel for when you go live.
I have to return, and I see we're down one Russian. What did I miss?
Yeah, he had to go eat. He had to go nourish himself.
Pussy.
Well,
What? You don't go 20 hours without food? Oh, hey, are you subscribed to Honolulu?
I am. I've been subscribed to her for ages and stuff because she does play games I'm interested in. But again, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I don't watch game streamers.
Oh yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's just like the one on the top
Oh yeah,
right.
the war in the Warcraft stream, the one of the Blizzard the ex Blizzard actually showed up and chat. It's pretty cool.
Yeah,
the video on the top right.
Yeah, the new Angry Cop video. I haven't watched it yet. It's on my to-do list.
One of the things he said in chat is don't make make a new WoW's lore, like World of Warcraft's lore is a mess. Don't add to it. Just make it your own IP.
Well, that you could say that about a lot of fucking things.
Yeah.
And then we got into the conversation of people don't want to make shit. They just want to take what's there and say, I can do it better.
Fucking
That was a bug that I
noise.
recorded, and the dev said he would fix it.
I'm pressing exit out on that one, Chief.
Moth,
What are you doing?
What?
I'm hearing a lot of background noise.
your mic.
Oh, it's rolling my fan.
Are you
Sorry.
gooning again?
No, it's the fan.
Why do you gotta ask? He's always gooning.
I hate you guys.
He's in a perpetual state of goonage.
Haka, he's not always gooning. He's always sleeping. Get your story straight, man.
He can do
It's
both.
either that
Yeah,
or
it's-
gooning.
Fucked up. This is fucked up.
You come on this chat
Are you
willingly.
finally having the post-nut clarity?
Can you even reach post nut clarity if you never stop nutting?
You guys are the worst.
You knew what you were signing up for, Mothy boy.
Have I ever told you the definition of insanity? Because this is what this is what it is.
Yeah.
The people who called me a gooner called me a gooner. How could this happen?
It's whatever. I'm getting over it.
Soon it would be proven that he is not indeed getting over it.
Getting over it. Getting over it. I swear.
Many such cases.
Don't worry, Moth. I'm sure someday someone will accept how big of a gooner you are. Maybe I don't know.
No.
It's for two of you.
No, here's going to be Mott's waifu or girlfriend down the line. There's a lot of furry girls who are actually bug personas. So he just needs to land one of those.
God.
Find it. That's why I said find the two of you.
He needs to,
keep
but
showing
will
up in
he
that chat.
though?
Keep showing up in their chat. Then if they have a Discord, start cozying up to everyone there. And yeah, you might score yourself someone.
Group my own two of you. The dream.
Starts drooling.
Start scrolling the VTuber tag on Twitch. I think that's where all of them are. The YouTube one, it's pretty difficult.
I mean, no. If he does that on Twitch, he's more than likely gonna find a pooner.
I circumvented this whole issue and just became my own two view.
You can't groom yourself though.
Yeah, you can.
I'm all about masturbation.
Yeah.
This is just masturbatory. See?
Yeah. Bonus points if you do it on the mirror.
Oh.
I just go change my camera input and pull a dark side fill. Or Ricada at this point.
Then you just forget to end stream. Oh no,
Actually, no, wait,
he started stream too early, didn't he? That time?
Wait.
Okay, no.
DSP, when he was going.
Yeah, so no, there's a difference. There's a even further difference here because Dark Side Phil was masturbating, Ricada was getting head.
I was just about to say that, yeah, Ricada would require a third party to get you off, which defeats the entire point.
Mm-hmm. So these are legally distinct gooning episodes.
Or you could go even a step further than that and be like that Twitch star that had sex on camera.
Didn't Medicare finger bang his wife once on stream?
I think so. Yeah, I remember that.
I do remember that.
I think people were claiming that, and then he said she was just doing yoga.
I'm pretty sure.
Well, likely
banging.
excuse.
And yeah.
Pretty sure.
Mm.
I don't know if I.
I mean, I don't think anything can top that. Like actually doing it on camera.
I don't know. Do I need to bring? Do I need to bring up the stapler chick?
Please no.
I love how it's always the stapler when I know in my heart of hearts, and people just don't want to hear it, that's not even close to the worst thing that she did.
Yeah, I saw the laundry list, so
Yep.
I have an idea.
Yeah. I saw the videos.
Well, it's kind of.
So you know where to look for them. Interesting.
Well, I just find it kind of funny that Kiki's back into the public consciousness given the recent Null spurg out.
Hey, God, I'm so lost on the Kiki stuff. I took like a 2-hour nap, and it went from, hey, Nolan's talking about VTubers to, holy shit, she sent a guy to prison? I am so lost.
No,
I'm ashamed to admit I used to be subscribed for a bit. Back when I used to browse, like before I found like the Kiwi Farms thread, I used to browse VT, and that's how I found out about Onolubi and all these other like VTubers. And I found out about Kiki because she was also listed one as playing like retro games. I thought, oh, well, that's pretty cool. And then I started to hear more things about her and her fan base. Like, no, I'm out.
I'm just getting caught up in the Kiwi VTuber thread, and people are still celebrating the 8,000th page, which we would have long since blown if TVA hadn't become a thing.
I'm actually glad that it did because I don't want to post on Kiwi Farms, to be honest.
A lot of people have that mindset, so it's kind of a blessing in disguise.
Yep.
But I was initially looking for my favorite post of the Josh / Kiki saga from yesterday. Can't remember what page it's on. Scrolling.
Super duper jump scare, goddamn.
Yeah, especially with Null hanging over the thread, I don't think I ever want to post there.
No. I did mention this year that it's kind of funny that fucking Proctor started posting again on his Kiwi Farms account when all the shit started going down.
Ed, how did we find out about did we like connect the dots, or did he tell everyone who he is?
No,
I think he showed it.
Yeah, I think he showed it at the first thing is like, hey guys, I'm setting this thing up. But okay, this here was my favorite little shit post. Josh magically summoning the worst Kiwi Farms users to reply to his post. It's always the case. Doesn't matter what thread it is. The VTuber thread's like a microcosm of the rest of the forum. It's always this fucking case. Always.
Yeah. The contrarians always come running and everything. Because Null is very easy to bait, if we're being honest.
Well, that's because he's retarded.
Yeah, you would know.
Why are you always like this?
All right.
I do it out of love.
It was fine hanging out. If you guys are still here, then hopefully I'll be back. All right.
Okay, we'll cheer you on.
All right, over.
Thanks. I'm looking forward
fun.
to it. All right,
Go do the booming and shooting.
Burn looting, bomb and shooting.
Man, for as little as I know of it, I am sort of looking forward to see how this whole Kiwi versus VTuber thing pans out. Especially with Ralph in the mix. Oh boy.
Well, it's not just Ralph. It's Ralph, Godwinson. I think Rackets might make an appearance down the line once his shit quiets down again.
Oh, that would be amazing. He was the mid-season bad guy from 5 seasons ago. Makes a glorious comeback.
Well, the thing with Rack is he was starting to throw punches at Pippa and Jim just before the arrest and stuff. So I'm kind of picturing in my mind he's going to pick that back up when he remembers it.
Moth, remember when you promised you wouldn't fall asleep as soon as
I
you got
yawn
stream?
all the time. I cannot promise that. I cannot. I cannot. Okay. I cannot promise not being tired.
Please
I am
lay off
always
the booth.
tired.
Lay off the
Always.
booth, please.
I'm not touching. I am out. I'm literally out of oil.
Okay, when did you run out?
Yesterday.
I'm kind of
That
curious.
explains it.
My mind went to there's oil to begin with.
Yeah, it's THC oil in a vape pen kind of thing.
The boot moth is sleepy.
He's noted the EP booth.
EP boof.
I do like it on days I'm stressed, and it's a good sleep aid.
Yeah, too good of a sleep aid.
I got like three
Maybe
head
a little.
I got like 3 head shops in town. I've never been in a single one of them. Well, weed makes me paranoid. I'm one of those rare individuals.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
So it's never a good trip.
Yeah, no, I get you. I've definitely had times. I've definitely done some of that stank ass shit and gotten.
Now I kind of
fucked up.
want you to take a hit on stream so you can start just going off on the CIA niggers planting bugs in your brain.
You know how much of a politisperg I am to begin with?
Yeah, make it worse. That's content.
I'm already on the list. I don't need them breaking down my door.
Just gets high once, plants an entire hit on the royal family.
Fuck the royal family. They're irrelevant when it comes to Canada. Besides, Charles is going to drop any day now.
Amen.
I kind of have like a mini death pool running with myself. Who's going to drop first, Biden or Charles? That's a tough one.
It would be wonderful if it just happened on the same day. Just double whammy.
Man, can you imagine the number of conspiracy theorists who'll just like come buckets at that? You know, it's like, oh, it's all planned, and it's just like, you know, like, yeah, blah 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 blah, and you know that'll be like the internet news cycle for like ever.
Dude, I fuck the conspiracy theories. If that happened, I'm just fucking setting up a cookout and inviting the whole neighborhood. That sounds like a blissful little moment of humanity. Just
You can all gather around and sing Kumbaya.
yeah,
Yeah.
ding dong, the bitch is dead.
The witch is dead. The wicked bitch is dead.
What were we talking about before you started getting all EP again?
Uh-huh.
I'm getting eaten by Parksy.
God damn it, Moth.
What the
What?
fuck?
Why does your debuff have to be all AoE and shit? God damn it.
Well, that's the tech tree he took.
Yes, I am. What is it? An emissary of sloth.
And lust, but you know.
So Nurgle and Slaanesh?
Yes.
40K's
Wait,
on the mind. 40K's on the mind because Uber's going to be playing Boltgun.
Yeah, but Nurgle is not sloth, is he?
Was it not? I thought it was.
Nurgle's kind of more complacency. He's kind of just like, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
And that's of the 4 Chaos Gods, he's the closest to Sloth.
Yeah, I guess you could say that.
As far as his portfolio goes, he's the closest one. Because like Zinch is like high on cocaine plotting, and Korn's like rage incarnate, and Slaanesh is just like, you know, balls to the wall. everything. Nurgle's kind of
Yeah.
just like Nurgle's there just taking a big toke in his garden. It's like, all right, so crotch rot plague. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
He's zen in his lane, unbothered.
Moisturized, flourishing.
Going into his a hot elf wife.
No, I keep forgetting that happens. How is Moth's vice not lost? Yeah, you would.
So, but I haven't. Never mind.
Yeah, there is no argument to be made, Moth. We know this. You know this.
I don't know. I still would argue that I'm more of a gooner than him and Azahara combined and stuff. It's just I'm not the one who ends up posting porn on Discord.
It happens twice, and you get a reputation.
I'm not even just talking about you. Azahara does that all the fucking time on his main accounts.
The thing about Azahar is that you can't milk him for laughs, so it kind of doesn't matter.
But you can milk him for coom.
Jesus.
But do you want to? That's the question.
No.
And honestly, a little bit of mask off. I feel like I would be the same. With the whole Coomerism thing, if I were willing to power level, but yeah, time and place. I will not. I have a quote-unquote reputation to maintain.
I don't even care about it having a reputation. It's just like porn is over there, shooting shit with you guys is over there, VTubers is over there, but the porn's like way over, fucking yonder.
Yeah.
It's not like I'm trying to post anything. Like everything I usually post while scrolling is safe for work. Maybe a bit risque, but no.
I know whenever you post a bug girl, I have to kind of tilt my head. It's like, okay, where's the vagina?
Well, there is not. I have not posted a single lewd bug girl. I have not.
Okay,
I would
then.
never.
But how many posts have you had to delete at this point? 4?
3, not 4.
Wow, I was off by 1.
You were off by 1.
Okay, tilt my head and look for the penis. I'm just waiting.
With the bugs.
I live in constant oppression.
I'm just waiting for a day the Moth post a bug girl porn kind of thing, and Proctor actually gives his approval for once.
I mean, he kind of has.
I mean,
yeah, I guess.
You know what? The massive prude Proctor has never once told me off for any of my posting. So
actually, yeah. Now you put it in that. Yeah. Now you put it that way. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Can't say I've ever seen him be like, "Oh, Moth, that's too much." Huh.
It really makes you think.
Funny.
Oh Lord, not this fucking.
What?
Nothing. Just shit on Twitch. Don't worry about it.
None of my usuals is on live. I'm kind of curious to see what you're talking about.
Nothing. Just awards. Not award. Fucking event season gaming bullshit.
Oh, yesterday's thingamajig, right?
No, it's still going. It's gonna keep going up until the 9th.
Okay.
Yeah. So the thing that makes me roll my eyes and fucking want to choke a bitch is the fact that I think it's probably today. Today is the showcase of games with women women in gaming, some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
About games with women teams or women leads in the development team, and also Hispanic games, which
So just throw everything in the garbage. Throw everything in the garbage.
Yeah, Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, I have to bring attention to this. Whiskey has a higher CCV than Zone right now.
Zone. Well, Zone doesn't. I don't think Zone is actually a very popular streamer.
Zone is not a very good streamer. Just
I don't know.
Zone
I
is
can't
good
think of
at
anyone who brings up Zone.
Zone is good at porn. Zone is not good at entertaining.
Yeah, it makes sense.
There's a lot of dead air and you can barely understand what she's saying because she's got the robot filter.
Yeah, and then there's Whiskey who has the Dutch debuff.
I like Whiskey.
Debuff.
She's
I
nice.
like her accent.
I'm actually going to ask Likey if I can. Maybe
Now, if
make
you
a
wanna
statement.
talk
I don't know them.
debuffs, Sadway is right there.
This is true.
Didn't Whiskey get a live TVDE which was just her avatar face down, ass up?
Yes, by Graves or Limebreaker or whatever you want to call them.
The fact that you specifically perked up when I said that.
I know who the artist is. They are a good artist when they're not drawing giant
Yeah.
cock.
Yeah.
I'm very suspicious of that denial.
Yeah, just very, very, very specific clarification that felt like
I
more
like
of an
women.
afterthought
I
than
like-
anything.
You've seen my Twitter. I only like women.
He said, clenching his fist in denial.
I
Yeah,
can't convince them otherwise. There's
yeah.
no point.
Yeah, women with a bunch of legs are effectively pseudo penises.
What the fuck? No, that is not how that works. Fuck you.
I know how it works.
That is
Bob,
not. it's not.
I need to ask, what are your thoughts on the demon Mara from Shin Megami Tensei?
That's the penis one in the chair, right? That
Maybe.
thing's nasty. I don't like that.
You don't sound very convinced, but I will take your word for it. Oh man. Yeah. It is the season, 'tis the season of gaming bullshit. And there's a bunch of garbage that I'm gonna have to
And
keep
monster
up with.
things. Those monster things have giant boobs, IO. Don't give me that shit.
So we can just plaster a flopping cock on it, and as long as it had
No, that's not. No!
Okay, Kermit.
Why do I see naked Tifa on the cafeteria channel?
Oh, it's one of those. It's one of those. It's a.
It's a bait and
Click it, and
switch.
it's a bait.
Yeah.
It's, yeah.
Yeah,
Are you
it's,
sleeping,
you know,
you
one
fat
of the green names
Come
trying to
on!
be funny.
Yeah.
Okay. All
Many
right.
such cases.
All right. Yep. It was. I was debated.
It worked on a bunch of 12-year-olds on Discord, so it's definitely going to work here. Haha, guys, aren't I funny?
Yeah.
I hate the green names. I hate them so much.
I know, but we have the our little safe space of the holding cells.
Shh. Not supposed to know about the secret channel.
Well,
They're
they
not
can know.
supposed-
Well, they can. Who gives a fuck if they know about the secret channel? They can't get in.
Hmm.
Yeah, no greens allowed.
None of you filthy Griegers.
The greeners. Moth if he was.
Well, Kermit's Canadian, so makes sense.
Oh wow, they really did turn the frogs gay.
What the hell? Don't say that about my boy Kermit.
No, I'm saying it about you.
Man, that's the worst.
Oh, apparently, just thinking of Turn Frogs Gay Alex Jones. Apparently, his settlement is actually going through with the Sandy Hook victims, and apparently they're going to be taking him for everything he's worth, up to and including liquidating all of that assets, meaning InfoWars looks like is going to be up for sale.
Oh. Oh, golly.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this was making the rounds the other day, so it looks like it's actually going through.
Oh.
I mean, he could just have like someone like, he should talk to like some. Maybe he could like manipulate Elon into buying it or something.
That
would
is
be
the most Reddit thing I have ever heard you say.
No. Think about it. You can. I mean, you can exploit his stupid ass and just get him to bail him out. You know.
No, I'm with Moth on this. That sounds something stupid and something that Elon would do.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. I fully agree, but it's also a very Reddit thing to say, hey, Redditors, we're gonna get Elon to bail us out and buy the island for us.
Yes. I know it is cringe, but you can do it. I firmly believe you could bullshit that idiot into buying it.
Hmm. I do wonder what is gonna happen to Alex Jones after this.
He'll probably just retire. Something. I don't know.
With what?
Wait,
asset?
what?
Oh, right.
With
bankruptcy.
what money? He's gonna retire into a gulag.
Well, I saw a post saying what's InfoWars without Alex Jones, and my thought is that okay, liquidate InfoWars the brand and just move everyone under a new company.
Yeah.
It's not like they can stop him.
Okay, does he have the assets for it? Does he have the money?
Well, that's the rub.
There you go.
He'd have to get startup capital, but I can imagine he'd probably be able to do it.
Okay, that's when you might be able to get Elon in on it. That's I think that's the more plausible.
Yeah, like Alex Jones sells everything that isn't nailed down, goes up to Elon. It's like, hey, Elon, I'm thinking about this new thing. I can see that conversation.
Oh man, and speaking of you know, people getting fucked and unfucked in this case. So there's a chance of the whole Trump case going to a mistrial, huh? Ain't that funny?
Yeah, because of that juror telling his cousin and that cousin making a Facebook post. Yep.
Yeah, I thought the Facebook thing was a joke. Was it actually on Facebook?
It was on Facebook.
Oh, that's my favorite.
They've
I love that.
They've literally boomered the case.
Oh, fuck! I just felt the pleasure of 1,000 orgasms. Oh, that's amazing.
I know. It's so fucking retarded. It's great. This is why like reality is always going to be better than fiction. Is like you can't make up this shit because it's just so fucking stupid. It's great.
Oh man. Oh. One of the biggest cases in American history, fucking undone by Facebook boomers. Oh my god.
Well, to be fair, give it a few more years and you'll have cases. Well, I'm sure it's probably already happened, but like cases undone by like Twitter or like Reddit or something.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Because of all the criminals posting their crimes online and stuff. So this is just another flavor of that at this point. But the biggest so far. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, the biggest one. That's the whole thing. Yeah. Oh, that sparks great joy. Fucking. I kind of, part of me wants to see the Facebook post, but another part of me doesn't because I have this mental image of it being a fucking Minions meme, and I don't want to break the illusion.
Well, the judge in his ruling about it and stuff actually did have the transcript of the post in his letter. I don't think it's too far away in my timeline. I could probably go find it.
But I just want to protect this mental image of it being a really shitty boomer minion meme laughing at Trump.
No, but I think there's an emoji in the post.
Please let that beautiful image remain in my mind, please.
Okay, I'm not gonna ruin it for you then. Fine.
Thank you. It means the world.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck you, Paul Krugman. Why you shouldn't obsess about the national debt. Fuck off. Oh, that burns my piss. That burns my piss.
Okay, which the New York Times. Oh, well, there you go. There you go.
Well, yeah, it's the New York Times, of course, but it's that meme of like it doesn't, it's the age old meme. It doesn't exist, like it doesn't. It never happened, and if it did, it was okay. And if you disagree, you're a bigot. It's that train of thought.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Hillary Clinton slammed for using D-Day to call Trump Hitler. Oh, fuck you, Hildebeest. You look like the witch you are.
So she just outright called him that now? Mask off?
Yep, Hillary Clinton slammed for using D-Day to call Trump Hitler.
It will always fascinate me, and I know it's preaching to the choir and also just knocking on wood that, yeah, these people have never faced hardship, but it will always fascinate me that it's always these, bougie, fucking middle-class retards and boomers going, this is fascism. No, motherfucker. Call it fascism when the entire population is struggling to get a single meal a day. Just because some retard on TV said so. Call it fascism when you have people on the streets killing each other by order of the government over election results. Then you might call it fascism.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, it's just one motherfucker you don't like. That's it. Kill yourself. There are a few things in politics that can rile me up. That is the one. Because I spent most of my life dealing with actual fucking fascism. And fucking seeing retards on Twitter typing while drinking their fucking Starbucks mocha latte, saying how oppressed they are and how fascism is on the way, riles me up. They wouldn't last a single day in Latin America, I tell you what.
God's strongest Venezuelan.
I mean, if that's the case, then Venezuela's not looking good. Well, even worse than it already is.
I don't know. Can you even say that what a single Latam country has had it good enough for long enough without any baggage attached to it at this point?
I mean, I would have to ask my parents, but I'm pretty sure Venezuela at some point in the, say, between the 50s and the 70s had it pretty good. According to them, they tell stories about that time, and they say that it was pretty nice. Well, actually, I think it went all the way up to the 80s, and then the pre-Chavez pseudo crisis started to spring up, it was the thing that Chavez promised to fix, and then he made it worse. And
well, I would argue him and his boys probably had something to do with it, which was the rise to power. But that's just crazy talk.
What do you mean by that?
Fuck, I have to go back in my memory. Let's see. Hugo Chavez timeline. Fuck you, Al Jazeera. Fuck you. Fuck. Britannica, you'll do. Where is political time and power? There we go. 92. Yeah, so in 92, him and a bunch of militia tried to do a militant uprising.
Yeah.
So he was literally part of that. He was literally the ringleader that led him to starting the shit show. So yeah. But
that's not what I meant. I meant the government at the time, which was pretty shitty and kind of fucking with the economy, which is what led to
Well,
people
okay,
supporting him in the first place.
like here's the timeline. Here's like the best succinct timeline of Venezuela. They tried and failed to be Norway when it came to the oil.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
because Norway did it good. They may have kicked out all the companies and nationalized all the oil fields, but they still had competent people running those oil fields and stuff. Venezuela, not so much.
Oh man. Well,
And then of course you had all the grift on top of that and blah blah blah. And we all know how things turned out.
yeah. And the funny thing with Chavez specifically is that literally everyone was in his corner at the time after he got imprisoned. And look how that turned out.
Well, I just find it funny that Chavez tried his damnedest to be like next Fidel Castro.
Oh. Now that the whole Cuba thing. We're never escaping that.
Well, when making that comparison, I'm not wrong. He literally.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. Yeah.
No, he literally said himself in more than one interview. He based his entire philosophy and worldview and everything he's done after the great Castro, the great leader of Latam.
Oh no, yeah, he brought it up constantly. He used to do this thing. I don't know if it has a name in English, but he used to do this thing in which government broadcasts would basically supersede every other sort of broadcast on the entire nation. So the radio, the TV, everything, no matter what was on, it would immediately go down, and so you would be forced to watch him / listen to him speak for hours on it. And almost every time he would bring up Castro in one way or another. Every time.
Makes sense.
It was at a point it was a daily occurrence. And he would go on for at least 6 hours. It was insane.
Well, I forget when I did this, but I did a few years ago. Well, not a few years ago in university, I back to back a bunch of Hugo Chavez documentaries when shit really started going downhill and stuff. And I was like, oh, okay, I should probably pay more little attention to this year's given the shit show. And then I was like, oh shit.
I'm gonna have to ask. You mean the shit show pre-death or post-death? Because we have multiple of those.
When he was alive.
Okay. Then yeah. I know what you're talking.
Because I remember when he died. But no, I'm old enough to remember his rise to power and him running that country into the ground. Thankfully, I wasn't a part of it, but I did see it on the news.
Yeah. I was always of the impression that it was actually what's the word, underreported, and there wasn't really that much talk about it other than communism,
And I've always been a politisberg, even as a kid. Like I remember watching the Berlin Wall fall as a kid on TV, because again we only had the 3 channels, and I mostly watched a lot of news.
Okay, so it wasn't really that it was a widespread thing. It's just that you decided to seek it out.
Well, that too, as I got older and had more options, a la internet.
All right, yeah, that's man, it's rough. It's rough because the more I think about it, the more I realize. Growing up, I didn't know anything other than that fucking regime. Like I was born into it. Okay, not literally, but I was born around the time when it was starting, and by the time I had use of reason, it was already in full swing.
Well, yeah, because again, I'm older than you, so I saw this during my teenager and adult years and stuff. So he came in on a lot of promises and stuff, much like Castro, and it was just I just I feel bad. Don't get me wrong. The whole situation is bad, and I feel bad. But it is a textbook example of communism works up until you run out of other people's money. And when he ran out of oil money and kicked and nationalized everything and kicked everyone out, then money ran out, and then shit went tits up.
Yeah, though I feel like he knew it didn't work. I'm always been of the mind, speaking from experience, which I'm gonna elaborate on in a little bit. But I've always been of the mind that always the talking heads of communism are the ones who know that it shit just doesn't work. They know that it's not gonna work, and they still parrot it because they have something to gain from it. Just textbook grifting.
Well, yeah, like like Castro, Chavez, Che Guevara, like all of them, they aren't the useful idiots. They are the ringleaders of the useful idiots. Like they understand it's one giant grift.
Yeah.
And they take advantage of it appropriately.
Yeah. And to that point is that the thing with communism is that okay, as people want it to work, it of course it stops working when you run out of other people's money, yes. But in the way that it actually works, it works perfectly when the people are fucking stupid. That's kind of the main determining factor on whether or not communism, quote unquote, actually works. And I'm gonna tell you, Venezuelans are fucking retarded.
Well, yeah, because even though they were like Venezuela as a nation modernized pretty quick as far as Latam goes, relatively speaking, because they had all the oil money, so they like modernized and got up to scratch, for everything like pretty damn quick. Don't get me wrong, but also once the commie rhetoric started creeping in and stuff, and it they'll do as commies do, in that you have to keep the people stupid. In their case, it's better to have people coming in stupid, but if you keep them stupid, it is even better, because like the whole point of the Iron Curtain was to keep people in and ignorant of how bad they had it. And thanks, in Venezuela's case, thanks to the oil money and stuff, it was just like, hey, look, we're rich. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
And until it wasn't.
Yeah, one prime example that my parents would always point to is that as part of his campaign, he promised to give everyone in the nation, I think it was either a fridge or a washing machine.
I think it was either a washing machine or a refrigerator, because I do distinctly remember this.
Yeah, and my parents always point to that as that being when they started to get kind of iffy on it, which is what are you trying to do? What is this?
Well, yeah, like your parents realize, like, wait, he's trying to bribe us. It's like, why?
Yeah, and the people just took it blindly as in, oh, hey, free shit, and then that's when you pull the rug. It's the usual when you get something for free, you are the product.
Exactly.
Just on a national scale. It's so funny because I'm gonna be the first to say it. My parents are not particularly smart.
But did their guts come through?
Yeah.
Then it's like, this ain't right.
Yeah, it was so blatant that even they saw through it. And yeah, my parents are really, really, really dumb.
Don't get me wrong, I'm in the same boat, dude.
Yeah, and even they saw through it. So that speaks more to the general level of retardation of the general populace, that they just took it at face value and said, "Hey, free shit."
Well, yeah, and in that case, it's not even just like a Venezuelan or commie thing. No, that's just a people thing.
Yeah, that's just the people. But you see it more so in places such as Latin America in general.
Yeah.
It's tiresome, and the fact that you still have people who drank the Kool-Aid once 20 years ago and they refuse to let go. Because you still have people who are die-hard defenders of the regime. It's insane.
You still have people who pine for the days of the Soviet fucking Union. There's always going to be idiots.
Yeah.
It's like, I had it good. It's like, no, you were ignorant on how bad you had it.
No, what makes it funny? I'm not particularly well versed on how the supporters of the Soviet Union had it, or all that stuff in general.
Yeah.
But speaking specifically about Venezuela, the people who support the regime are people who never had it good in the first place. It's insane. It's the most rural.
No, I have a good.
Boots
on
the ground.
No, I have a very good. I have a very good comparison for that. There, it's like the blacks in America. If like, oh, we've had it great. No, you are on the fucking dole, and they want you on the dole for a reason.
Yeah, I guess that works. I guess that works.
It is a very it's a very applicable comparison, because it's like, okay, you're slaves to us and we're going to treat you as such, and you willfully lap it up, and like anyone who tries to poke their head up and like, wait, no, I'm getting fucked over, and they get ostracized from the community. It's like it's literally like a textbook cult behavior.
Oh, it's 100% a cult. Yeah. I had a friend whose entire family unit got completely thrown out of their sort of communal family house. It's a thing that you see a lot over there. I'm not exactly sure how.
Like a generational house kind of thing.
It's a generational house, yeah, but you have multiple generations living there at the same time.
No,
I don't know.
I get you. I get you.
They got thrown out because they didn't support the regime, so they were homeless for about 2-3 years.
The Venezuelan equivalent of the Trump derangement syndrome. It's like, okay, you're not drinking the Kool-Aid.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah, 100%.
Well, I guess the opposite.
It's I guess the other side of the coin, pretty much.
Yeah.
Ah, man, it's growing up on that environment. It's funny looking back, but it's not fun when you're in it.
I know. I grew up lower middle class and stuff, because like growing up in Nova Scotia, the fishing industry died in the 80s, like a couple of years before I was born, and that was the environment I was raised in. But we didn't have political coups, I can say that much.
Oh, I did have to go back try that once, but not really. It wasn't really at all of them, but you get the idea.
Quebec doesn't count. I assume you're talking about the Oka crisis.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't count. Natives don't count. Natives aren't real people. Quebecers aren't real people either. That's why.
Fuck you, Queeves.
That's why that whole situation doesn't count. In fact, the Oka crisis resulted in the Emergency Measures Act, which Trudeau blatantly violated during the coup thing, and even the Supreme Court said after the fact, thankfully. And so a lot of cases got a reprieve because of that. It's like, no, that wasn't a war. That wasn't a war emergency. Fuck off.
So, what exactly is the deal with Trudeau? I'm so confused about the guy. All I know is that he did the funny blackface, and his reply to asking how many pictures they would find was hilarious. That's it.
Trudeau is literally a communist. That's all you need to know.
Oh, golly.
No, that like
Such joy.
unironically. Unironically a communist, literally hand raised by George Soros, so he's a globalist, all that is stuff. And the joke of his father, real father, being Fidel Castro is not much of a joke, because the Trudeaus went to Cuba every summer, and the how do I put this? The puppy dog eyes that his mother gave Fidel constantly, and Pierre Trudeau was a known cuck. Literal, like in the corner, jerking it cuck. So, Justin Trudeau has a very strong communist pedigree.
Wow.
It is that bad, yes.
That's all I've got. Wow.
Like all those shit posts all those Canadian shit posts you see, they're not shit posts. It's legit. Like there's denials up and down, left and right. That like there's denials. Like no, it's all shit posts. It's like no. If you actually really look at it with like 2 brain cells, it's like yeah, they were fucking, and he's a bastard communist child through and through, literally, figuratively, spiritually, everything.
Oh, this is like some son of Hitler type shit. Wow.
That very joke has been made more than once. I have it saved somewhere, but I'm too lazy to go find it. But yeah,
oh my god.
No, there's a specific Photoshop of him as in an SS uniform, but it's all in gay colors. It's the funniest shit. It's the funniest shit ever. Actually, Hitler Trudeau.
Now
Okay,
I'm conflicted. Now I don't know how to feel about Canadians, whether to contempt them or pity them.
Can't fucking spell his name. There we go. Found it.
Hitler Trudeau. All right, let's see this.
Yeah, it's on screen now.
There we go. Yeah. I just
Gay Hitler Trudeau. But no, I gotta find you, and let's see Trudeau. Let's see, I forget his mother's name. Mother Castro. There's a. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I love how it always goes back to Castro.
No. No, seriously. This is baby. This picture I have right now is baby Justin.
Oh, I see it. I see this.
Baby Justin, Fidel, and his mother. But no, here's an even better one. Fuck. So there's Pierre. There's Fidel, and his mother is just right on him.
Oh, that. Oh, I see it. Oh no.
Yeah.
She's giving him the shoulder rub. Oh no.
Yeah, and of course, fucking Castro there with the big cock right out there, just right there is just like, oh yeah. And of course, fucking Pierre off in the corner balding, like the cuck he is, and helping to hold a book. Oh fuck.
Oh, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this up.
I know, and
oh my god!
And it's really funny for these pictures because like the instant Justin was like literally all these baby pictures are like literally after he's born. The Trudeaus go down to Cuba because it's like, here's your baby. He's like, here's your baby boy, and of course. And of course, there's always the textbook side by side comparisons of like Justin Trudeau's Fidel Castro's son, and like pictures of like young fucking Justin, young Castro and Justin looking at side by side comparisons. Fuck you, script blocker. I want to see a better, not potato version of the picture. Yeah, this is a good one. It's like they have the same like nose, the same mouth. It's just like Justin Trudeau is Fidel Castro's kid. Like there's no ifs or buts, and especially after looking at the cuck pictures.
Man.
I'm just eternally funny that this is the first time that Haka's hearing about it and stuff. This is a pretty well known thing in Canada.
Yeah, but Canada has never been more than a blip on my radar, so wow. All I knew was the blackface. This is the best.
No, the racial costumes is just like the tip of the iceberg. Like it goes way deeper.
This is amazing.
And the whole the cuck thing and being fathered by fucking Castro is like the best. Like this is probably like the best succinct picture. It's like, you know, the them looking at the book picture and his mom being all over Castro and like the side by side comparison picture.
The Cuban with the Cuban cigar and everything. Yeah, this is the cuckiest of cuck pictures. This is amazing. I
gotta save this one. This one's like a succinct all in one picture. I gotta save.
This sparks great joy. Thank you, Gramps. This is the best.
Yeah, I just saved this picture. I just saved this picture because this is just a one-stop shop of that picture and then the side-by-side comparison one.
Actually, I do wonder, did Trudeau say anything when Castro died?
He gave a very heartfelt eulogy.
There you go.
Yeah, he was very torn up about it, and I think deep down, even he doesn't buy his own bullshit. It's like, yeah, that was my dad who died.
I mean, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't know, right?
You should be gotten rid of.
Yeah.
Only hot takes, Moth. Only hot take.
Speaking of hot takes, is Uber streaming yet? Man, he's taking a big break.
He hates his viewers. Ooh.
I know. He's blue balling us. I want to see what happens in the next episode of Bolt Gun. Will Uber defeat the forces of chaos?
Man, I should get around to finishing Bolt Gun myself. That game was really fun. Just had a couple blemishes that I didn't really like.
I know I say this with heart. It's a bare bones boomer shooter, but that's what you want.
Oh yeah, no, that's one of the best things about it. True, but just some of the enemies and the way they are designed, I'm not a big fan of. There's this guy. Fuck, I suck with names, but Singe Demon, giant bird dude. I forget. It's Lord of something.
Lord of Change. Lord of Change.
Okay, so he has this attack where literally by looking at you, the floor is lava, pretty much. And you get no warning for it, and you only know that it's happening when you're already half dead. And that is not fun.
I can see that being a bullshit encounter.
Yeah, no, there's like 4 of them.
Ooh.
And at one point you have to fight 2 of them, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so, and Lord help you if you decide to quick save before he does one of those, because at that point you're just dead. You might as well restart.
Okay, I have an idea. I'm gonna give Uber 20 to the top of the hour, so 20 more minutes. If he's like, I'll post the link to his channel, and if he does stream at the top of the hour, I'm probably gonna end stream, fuck off, have lunch, and do some chores, and then I'll probably maybe stream later on this afternoon. That's my train of thought, because I do want to break up today's stream in half, because I do want to run. I'm kind of low key running an experiment to see, okay, morning stream versus an afternoon stream on the weekend. Yep, I'm committed to this.
All right. And honestly, morning streams, I think, personally speaking, work better.
Well, it works better for you guys calling in, because it's kind of better for your fucked up sleep schedules or time zones.
Hell yeah.
And this is kind of the main reason why I want to do streams anyway, is just to shoot the shit. But it's kind of nice to know that people are watching too, and allegedly are entertained and that they're watching. Even though most of them don't talk, you fucking quiet little lurker fuckers. All 21 of you.
It went down. We lost the Uber audience and the Rusky enjoyers.
No, I've always kind of noticed this. It always seems to start off around, you know, like 40 or 50 people at the start, and it tends to have by, you know, as the stream goes on. Yeah, see, there's Gray. Lurking. Like a little fucking lurker he is.
Oh man. But fucking Moth, I don't know, say something. Perk up,
Snore.
contribute to the conversation. Stop gooning. It was too big of an ask, I suppose.
I think he's snoring.
Moth, did you do it again?
No, I'm playing a game. Sorry.
God damn it, we were so close.
God. What could have been? What could have been? So, aside from video games, anything new with you, Moth? You are, well, I would say oddly silent, but that's kind of par for the course with you.
You say so. Not really, no. I've been trying to get a job for a while now for my fucking co-op. But there's nobody fucking hiring. And then, I don't know, I'm getting into RTS games, and that's about it. There's not much else going on for me.
Oh no, we lost him.
What? What's wrong with fucking RTS games? I'm starting up Homeworld. I just beat Deserts of Carrick, so now I'm doing one remastered. Then I'm gonna do, whatever. Get the idea.
I have seen this exact series of events play out so many times. He's fucked.
What the hell? Also, I'm just waiting for interesting things to happen.
You will be missed, Moth. You will be missed.
Where am I going? Where am I going, Akka?
To a place that we cannot follow. Just know that when you're in your lowest low and the darkness begins to creep in, remember, you did this to yourself.
Detroit.
The man with the misspelling of Detroit.
No, Detroit doesn't deserve a proper spelling.
You know what? Yeah, fair.
I'm still annoyed at how random it is of what gifts will work and what won't. Consistency.
So you never figure it out?
No, I think it's just part of the system. It's just, again, social stream is just by one dev. So I imagine there's spaghetti code to get everything to do what it does. So I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth when the odd thing is a little hiccupy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm understandable. Small independent company, please ampersand.
Moth, please, to put your phone, your Xbox mic away from the fan.
It's not that bad.
Actually, yeah, you know what? Keep doing it. It's funny.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's not even picking up on stream because I have noise gate.
All right then. Wait. No.
Well, I have a noise gate both in my sound setup, so what ends up stream, but me and you will hear it on Discord.
All right. That makes sense within the weird realm of audio wizardry.
I just hate the audio wizardry because it's just one giant daisy chain of bullshit.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that. It sounds like just an absolute deluge of fuck retardation just all the time, only to get it to work by sheer miracle after hours of troubleshooting.
Well, the thing is, I know what works now, and I know what like level to get back to it to working. Because like Windows itself has fucked me over and screwed around with my audio levels from time to time. So I know what to look for. I now know what to look for if it gets bad.
I'm going to say I'm not looking forward to audio, just engineering in general. If I ever have to make content by myself, sounds like the pain in the ass.
And me right now for pain in the ass is doing content by myself because I just rather shoot the shit with people instead of just like I don't have the gift of gab. I really don't. Like I'm not yeah, like I'm not bong. I'm not person. Like I don't have mental illness where I like hearing the sound of my own voice.
Oh, hey, Syfy.
Speaking of guys who like the sound of his own voice.
I mean, you say that, but every time I do a stream with him, it's mostly me talking and him reacting in disbelief every couple minutes.
Yeah.
And I just find it funny how Cypher wants to be a game streamer and stuff, but we always bull our way in and kind of shit all over the place.
I love how it started with me just saying, "Hey, you know what would help with this dead air? Fucking FNAF lore." And it just went downhill from there.
Well, you are all about the Freddy Glamcock.
Damn right I am.
Jesus.
And for your information, it's Glamcock Freddy. Get it right.
Whatever you say there, Lumi.
Wait, Lumi.
Or Leah.
Leah. Yeah, I'll get that right. I am the local Leah. I ain't no lemon whore.
I'm sorry, but blondes don't do it for me, so they all look the same to me.
Anyone here? Oh, come on, man! What the fuck? I'm just trying to contribute to the conversation, Ayo. Why you gotta do me like that? Come on.
I don't know if out of the usual call-ins, you're the one most likely who could probably self-sustain his own stream.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Well, apparently you have a deep, dark power level that you refuse to tap into, and you could probably do that on stream.
I mean, I could. I most definitely could, but that would have to be in an entirely separate identity because I'm not tying that to this.
Pussy.
Oh, sorry, I haven't had my Twitter account, which is made exclusively for third posting exposed, Moth.
Oh, so you do have one.
It's a hypothetical. Fuck you.
Okay, can you two kids just sell me on the concept of social media porn? I don't get it. I've never gotten it. I don't think I ever will. But can you make the attempt?
It's nothing really. I'm just following artists I like.
What do you mean? First off, why do you mean social media porn? Second off, why should I sell you on this? I don't partake.
I really don't know what you mean either. I just follow like artists. Some artists like it when you say that, hey, that's a sexy bitch. I'd fuck that. I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe I'm just old fashioned. It's like porn is porn, and porn is over there. It's like stop gooning at the goddamn fucking water fountain. Okay, I don't need to see that shit.
Public signs that you do enjoy goon. Okay, that you do enjoy gooning. Okay.
I don't consider
know,
Twitter to
Moth?
be that public, honestly. I don't know.
You say much worse than that, Moth.
I do
Yeah,
say
yeah.
worse than that, but you know,
Exhibit A.
it's not like I'm in bad
surrogacy.
company on fucking Twitter.
But yeah, I do. Though I was gonna say I don't think Moth is much of a social gooner, but then I realized no way, he does comment about how much he wants to fuck some things on his Twitter.
No, I do not. It's on Twitter. Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean, you have done it live sometimes, if memory serves. Like
I try
once or
not
twice.
to. I try not to. I don't want to. I try not to be.
It requires the strength. You have to.
Well,
you
no,
have
I
to
don't.
hold yourself
For the
back.
disc.
Okay.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
He knows that there's no debating it.
I don't care. God dang it.
Well, I don't hear him chambering around, so I think we're fine.
But yeah, just social porn. I guess some people just get off to the act of being seen. Two, just don't care and completely tune out the fact that there are other people looking at their gooning. And three, they might be hoping that someone else joins in.
So I guess it's just a subset of voyeur / exhibitionism.
I don't consider myself one. I don't know.
We're not necessarily talking about you, Moth, but
I was initially talking about the abstract, but we can make it about you if you want.
No.
We can psychoanalyze your addiction if you so wish.
No. And you don't really need to. I'm just. Yeah, whatever.
I love how Moth is always just one sentence away from a self-report.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of funny because he has to balance out his consciousness level with his eepiness. It's just like, okay, the weed, yeah. So like the defenses go down, and then the moth shall rise from his chrysalis and spread his goon-covered wings.
God.
In all their majestic sticky goodness.
Hey man, I haven't been told to fuck off yet, so I think I'm doing okay, all things considered.
Yeah, because it's funny. It's not like the usual porn addicted degenerate that we encounter in our corner of the woods where they're jacking it to children.
That's true.
Okay, I can't
I
go
would
any.
say that. At least I'm not that bad. At least I'm not like a fucking actual psychopath.
I don't like where we're going, but I'm going to make an executive decision. I'm going to post Uber's channel in stream chat and in Odyssey chat.
Are we not going to stream snipe him? Come on, I have literally nothing better to do. Don't leave me.
Get a job.
Okay, no. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to stream snipe him. I have left the link for everyone to go watch him when he streams. He's probably going to stream at the top of the hour. I really want to go run errands, so I'm probably going to stream after he streams. Maybe not right after he streams. Okay, whatever. You know what? I'll get a dedicated hour. I'll come back at the next hour after he's done streaming. So, round up to the nearest hour after he's done streaming. I'll launch up a new stream. Okay.
Okay. This
Sounds like a plan.
bastard being a responsible adult.
Yeah. I might be able to jump back in if you'll have me.
Okay, yeah. Like no one's obligated to come back and stuff, but I do need to fuck off for a while and stuff. So this here just times out perfectly. And also
Yeah,
breaks it up into 2 different streams of a morning and an afternoon stream, so I can run my own personal metrics.
Good. Yeah, and it does give us a stopping point before Moth accidentally compares himself to Nick Bates.
That's not what I was saying. I was saying that I'm not that. Oh my god.
That too. Okay, so thanks for coming. Take it easy. Later.